Everything's good. Woo! I had a nice nap. All right. Start the show. What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears, coffee first. Leave me alone with my coffee. Until I drink. Until then, leave me alone. Alright, now I'm ready to rock and roll. Alright. So what's up, guys? I'm sorry about the lateness of this stream. I was tired. So I rested. I fell asleep on the couch for too many hours, but I am fully restored. I'm probably going to get retired because I slept so long. It was ridiculous. So I got home from work really early in the morning, like 8:45-ish. Had breakfast. I had 2 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, a nice big glass of orange juice. I've been on this egg kick. I've just been eating a lot of eggs in the morning. They're good, though. Good old scrambled eggs. So then after that, then I went to sleep. I slept till, I think it was 12. I went to Goodwill and dropped off some movies, but again, there was not even slim pickings. There was no Blu-rays that I either wanted or I already had. So maybe I'll check again this weekend. Maybe I'll go there like after church or something. Because I do plan on going to church this weekend, because I don't think that there's any conventions. If there is, I may have to skip a convention, because I've been wanting to go to church for a while now. Let me have a look. Oh, actually, yeah, there is. There's one April 5th through the 6th, Sarasota Collectors Fest, but let's just see how far away, because if they're far away, then, I don't like to go to them. And nothing against Jeff. I like them when they're around the surrounding area, because then I'm like, all right, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that's not bad. I don't know if I've ever been to Sarasota. I'm guessing it's probably, if it's an hour away, I may go, but I really want to get back to going to church. Let's see. My town to Sarasota. Well, if I could spell. Let's see. How long is that? That is... Oh, yeah. I'm not going. That's 2 hours and 10 minutes. No. So I'm going to be skipping the April 5th and 6th show. But I may go to the North Florida Collectors Fest on April 12th and 13th. That, I think, is going to be a little bit closer, but yeah, so I'm definitely going to church this weekend. Definitely going. So, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing pretty good, and I always forget to grab this stuff. I've been working on the list. Definitely been working on the list. As you guys saw me, I marked off a couple of more, so, we're making progress. I haven't ordered anything new, but I got a few off the list that I want to order soon. So yeah. Right now I've been enjoying a little bit of Boba Fett. Every movie watch is on hold until I finish this. It is a total of... How many? Let's see. Episodes 1 through 3, and then episodes... So I believe there's... it doesn't say it on here. I think it's 6 in this mini-series, but let me have a look. Let me just double-check. Because it doesn't say how many episodes are in Book of Boba Fett. 7, excuse me. I thought it was 6. It's 7. So it's on the first disc, I believe it's episodes 1 through 4. And then the other couple are on the other disc. But I have been enjoying it. Very good. Come to find out that Boba Fett is really not dead. He's alive. Holy shit. But how could he? How could he be alive? Well, I'm going to tell you guys tonight how I found out. So far, I've watched episodes 1 and 2. Episodes 1 and 2. So that's where I got the, we're going to be reviewing 3 movies. Today, I took a break. So I'm going to review episode 1, episode 2, and then Fears watched an old blast from the past. Bam! I watched Return of the Living Dead. And I will admit, I did review some of the documentaries that I watched on here, but the documentaries, I don't really like to review them for you guys unless they're like epic and amazing. I may review the Return of the Living Dead one tomorrow. I may save that one for tomorrow, because they're all the same. They just show you behind the scenes, blooper reels, gag reels, how they made it, where they shot it. The cast and crew interviews, it's kind of the same. I mean, they're very enjoyable, but those type of movies, I just add to my, my letterbox. You guys want to see my actual, movie reviews. So, yeah. Anyway, so today's topics are, we're going to be reviewing 3 movies. Easter's coming up, so I'm going to tell you guys my Easter plans. We're going to talk about some movie props that I ordered. I keep forgetting to tell you guys which ones I ordered, and I ordered some new ones, and I got some old ones to tell you guys about that I forgot. And then, what else? And then we're going to talk about future tech in movies, like the transporter, the holodeck, all that stuff. Hoverboards, self-tying shoes, that's a good one. At some point, I want to get one of those Nike Air Mags. I've found them on eBay. They only made a certain amount, but I haven't found my size. I need to get a size 9 in Nike Air Mags. So, there we are. My mom was telling me about they've been getting some horrific weather in Missouri and possible tornadoes in my mom's area. So please give a prayer to my mom. If whoever is religious in the chat, please. I'm sure my mom will be fine. I talked to her today. I talked to her yesterday. I'm thinking it may pass her by, but she was like, "Man, we've been getting a lot of rain and hail." And I was like, "Well," I said, "Hey, Mom, it just rained the other day." So, and she was like, "Oh," she goes, "Was it pouring down?" I said, "That's an understatement, Mom." I said, "It was pouring down and then some." She's like, "Oh, yeah." She's like, "Oh, yeah, same here, same here." So, well, at least the snow is done. Because I was like, "Hey, Mom, are you guys getting any more snow?" Because Missouri's weather is all over the place sometimes. And it can be long winters. And my mom's like, "Yes, finally all the snow melted, finally." And I was like, "All right, well, that's good." So, yeah. Anyway, so what else? Oh, yeah, the reason why this is so late is, like I said, I got home. I had some breakfast, 2 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, some orange juice, went to bed, got up around 12:30-ish, 1-ish, went to Goodwill, but not one Blu-ray. Most of the Blu-rays they had, I either had, or they were just Blu-rays that I was not interested in getting. Like, they had a Christmas sing-along one, and I was like, well, it's not Christmas yet. So I was like, so yeah, there was not anything worth getting. But maybe I'll go there after church on Sunday, and I don't know. Maybe I'll hit up Barnes & Noble again this Sunday after church and get on some of those movie gems. So I'll let you guys know. So yeah. Anyway, and then let's see. Then I came home. I skipped lunch, and I weighed myself today. I was, what was it? I was 190, so I've gained a little weight. I was 195, so I need to get it back down. I was in the 180s. I just got to lose this belly fat. So yeah, I'm telling you, it sucks. I want to do the workout streams with you guys, to motivate myself. Just sometimes the internet is so crap in the building. There's a little mini gym that they have in our apartment complex. I've used it many times. It's just the internet in there is fucking crap. So then let's see, what else did I do? After I skipped lunch, and I just had some juice, and I was editing. I edited for like 2 hours. I got 2 new videos coming. I'm gonna do a Florida Carnival highlight video for the main channel, just to throw out some good highlights. And then I got the Blockbuster event coming, and I may just put that on Fearsman 26. I may just put that as a special event, because it was a special event on Fearsman, and just put it only on Fearsman 26. But it seems like everybody enjoyed the vlog yesterday. I promised you guys a vlog. You guys had waited long enough. I just wanted that one to be perfect. Seemed like everybody enjoyed it. I'm glad everyone checked it out. And the vlog I'm talking about is the Central Florida Carnival Fair 2025. I had a blast at that thing. I didn't have to spend much. I was in and out. So yeah, the only thing that was kind of a pain in the ass is it literally, like I said in the vlog, it was a mind fuck and a half to get in that fucking place. That's why at the beginning of the vlog, some lady gave me so much shit, and her attitude was so piss poor. I was like, oh, this is going to be a 1 out of 10. My attitude did change once I got past that fucking idiot, because she was all over the place. I'm like, cash. It says cash on the website. Oh, we don't have any cash, sir. I said, it's only $2 to get in. I'm giving you a $10 bill. I don't have any cash to, to change you out, so you're gonna have to go over there, and get $2. And so I was like, fuck that. I'm the first one in line. Why would I get out of line and then come back to a bigger line? I said, I'm gonna pay you right now. So it was just a bunch of crap. So I just pulled out my debit card, just paid. And I was like, whatever. So yeah. But besides that, it was a great time. And I'll definitely come back to the Florida fair next year. It was so much fun. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. And that's the newest vlog I filmed. The newest, biggest one. And I gotta say, I'm trying to get them out quicker. So the next one I'm going to do is the Blockbuster event. That was the second newest one. So once I get done with all that new content and it's uploaded on the channel, then I'm going to get back to editing all the old content. So yeah. All right. Time to open up the chat. Here we go. There we are. So the next one I'm going to do is... Yo! What's up, everybody? Good to see everybody. What's up, Steven? What's up, Chicken Wizard? Oh, by the way, before I start reading everyone's topics, the next major holiday is Easter, so now all the thumbnails will be Easter. Let's see, what else have we got? I don't celebrate Passover. That's a Jewish holiday, so I'm not going to do that one. But I hope all the people that do celebrate that holiday have a good holiday. I'll probably put up a photo for Tax Day. But see, that's not a major holiday. I only put up thumbnails. That's the correct word. I couldn't think of it. I only put up thumbnails for the big holidays. So from now until Easter, I'll put one up for Tax Day, which is on the 15th. I'll put up a different thumbnail for Good Friday. But most of them are going to be Easter. Then after Easter, on the 21st and the 22nd. The 22nd is Earth Day, so I'll put a thumbnail up that. Then, my buddy Jesse's birthday, my good friend Jesse, he's turning 43 on the 5th of May. So I'll put a thumbnail up for that. Then we got Mother's Day on the 11th of May. I kind of know what I'm going to get my mom, It's easy to shop for my mom. She likes collectibles. She likes knitting. She likes sewing. So I may get her some yarn, and I'll get her, of course, I'm going to get her some flowers. I always just call a local florist in Wentzville and say, oh, my mom lives here. My mom likes these types of flowers. I'm going to pay over the phone, or I'll pay on your website. If you could just have them delivered to my mom's house, bada bing, bada boom. But I also send my mom a gift. So the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be on the hunt to find my mom something. I already sent out all of my Easter cards to all my family. And guys, Larry, whenever you see this, I sent Larry a thank you card because I had to. Larry gave me so much stuff in that unboxing, it was ridiculous. Larry went over the top. I appreciate everything, Larry. I really do. But I was like, I feel like I need to give Larry a thank you card. So I sent Larry a thank you card. So Larry, look out for that. So I saved Larry's address. I'm not going to show it to anyone because I'm not that type of guy. But Larry, I hope you don't mind. I sent you a thank you card. Check it out. If you want to show everybody, just hide my address. But yeah, I thought I owed Larry a thank you card, and I said some very nice things. I said, Larry, I basically said it in a nutshell. I don't want to say everything because that'll diffuse the point, but I was like, Larry, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for the fan mail. You're the man, dude. I said it's nice to have you as a fan and as a friend. So, Larry, look out for that. That's coming soon. Let's see. Then on the 26th, we got Memorial Day, and then in June, we have Flag Day on the 14th. So there we are. So that's what's coming up. Then my mom's birthday is on July 1st. So I'll probably do a birthday stream for my mom. And I got to get her an epic birthday present. And I think I've got some ideas. I don't know exactly what I'm going to buy yet, but I have plenty of time because July is not for a while. All right. Let's catch up with the chat here. Steven says, what up, Fears? I'm tired too. Yeah, I was tired because at work we had like, oh God, how much did we have last night? I can't remember. I think it was 40,000, 41,000 boxes, something like that. It was crazy. I honestly can't remember, Steven. I think it was 40,000. But yeah. Anyway, Chicken Wizard, what's up, dude? He says you should find somewhere where you can trade movies for store credit. I would love to, Chicken Wizard, because I get rid of all of my old DVDs. The minute I find it on Blu-ray or 4K, I'm like, oh, hey, I don't need this DVD anymore. Here you go. I usually just give them to the Goodwill, or sometimes I give them to Randy, you know, because Randy will be like, oh, hey, Fierce, I like that movie. Do you mind if I have that? I'm like, Randy, I would rather give it to you so you can enjoy it than just give it off to some Joe Blow schmo, you know? But yeah, I need to find a place like that, Chicken Wizard. I don't know if they have one in the Florida area, but I'm going to look after work tomorrow. Before I go live tomorrow, that's a good idea. I'm gonna surf the interwebs and just try to find, because that would be great. Because then I could use that store credit, and they'd be like, oh yeah, we got a bunch of Blu-rays, come on in. Like, you know, you give us a whole bunch of DVDs, we'll give you some store credit. You can buy those, you know, Blu-rays with your or 4K with your fucking credit. That would be a fantastic. I don't know if it's around the area, but I shall try to find it, my friend. That's a good idea. Let's see. He says, it is generous of you to give them to Goodwill, though. Yeah, I mean, until I find a better place, I'm like, well, let somebody else enjoy the movies, because there's nothing wrong with those DVDs. I'm like, hey, boom, there you are. What's up, Lantern? He says, yo, Fears, howdy, Steven, howdy, Chicken Wizard, shout out to the chat. Man, Lantern's going nuts, as always. Thank you for that super chat donation, Mr. Lantern. I appreciate it. What's up, Yakovich? Yakvovich, what's up? Crumbles. Get on a data plan would be worth it for all the streaming outside. Yeah? Because someone said, hey, Fears, you should totally stream the next time you go to that fair. I used to stream at all of the toy shows. But yeah, I should do that again. The only thing that sucks that they changed is whenever you stream on YouTube on your phone. For some reason, and I wrote YouTube and they didn't give me an answer. Picture this being my phone. You can't stream anymore like this on your phone. You have to stream vertical, not horizontally, which sucks because it cuts off the sides. And I don't understand why they won't let us film this way on my phone. You have to film vertical. So I hate cutting the sides off because you guys want to see everything. I mean, I can turn the phone, but you can only see so much in a vertical angle. So it kind of sucks, but, you know, there it is. What's up, Mr. Lantern? Oh, I drank my coffee, Lantern. Yakov says, oh, howdy, Lantern. Y'all be good. Hell yeah. April Fools. The stream has ended, dudes. Oh, well, it's already past April Fools. That was yesterday, Lantern. I didn't really feel like pranking you guys. I was like, you know what? The fans are so nice to me. I'm like, I don't want to prank them. I definitely don't want to prank them. So, yeah. So, I didn't do a prank. I celebrated, though, with you guys, but I just didn't feel like doing a prank. So, yeah. Anyway. We all had fun yesterday pranking people on stream. Well, I didn't prank anyone. I did not prank anyone, Lantern. Anyway. You did, Lantern. I know everybody wanted you to stream yesterday. That's why I called you and asked you. Yeah. What's up, Walter? He says, does your mom watch the streams? No. My mom usually only watches the videos because she's like, oh, John, I know you talk to your fans and hang out with your fans, but my mom's like, some of those streams are like 2 hours, 3 hours. So I'm pretty safe, Walter. And really, even though I said, you know, I'm going to send something, you know, to my mom, I didn't really say what. Because my mom always expects flowers, you know, because I always send her flowers. So I know she already knows that that's coming. But I'm not going to tell you guys what I got my mom as a Mother's Day gift until after the holiday, you know? So, yeah. I got a couple ideas. Yo! Lantern says, well, howdy, Mr. Walter. I had to delete a troll there. So there we are. Man, those motherfuckers won't give up. I love it. But see, there's very few and few between trolls because they know that Fears does not get mad at them anymore. I just laugh. I'll be honest. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself. I have not got mad on camera over a troll in a live in quite a long time. So just give up now, trolls. Just give up now because I'm going to block you every single time because you're not going to ruin the fans' experience and you're not going to ruin my experience hanging out with the fans, you know? So there it is. But every once in a while you have to block an idiot. So there it is. But yeah, I should be safe, Walter. I should be safe. Yakov, I'm taking your advice. It finally came in. Oh, yeah. So far, I've watched episode 1 and episode 2. Pretty good so far, my friend. And then I'm expected to get... I checked my email yesterday. They said The Mandalorian Season 3 should be coming in anytime. I think they said it should arrive anywhere between April 2nd, today, and April 4th or 5th. Somewhere in there. So, I'm going to check it in the next few days. So, but I'm not going to watch it until I finish this. 7 episodes so far. Episode 1, pretty awesome. Episode 2, amazing. So, I'm going to review episode 1 and 2. Because no other movie watches until this is finished. So, before I go to work tonight, I'll probably watch 2 more episodes, so I'm going to string it out. I did. Now, I will say, I did watch this today during the day, but tonight, I don't have to be at work until 4:30, so hopefully I can get a couple of episodes of this watched. So I'm looking forward to it, but you were right, Yakov. If I wouldn't have watched this, I would have been totally lost, because in episode 1 and 2, so much shit happens, it's ridiculous. You know, you find out that he's still alive. You find out who rescued him, you know, after he climbs out of the fucking, what's that fucking monster in the ground? Is it Surlac? Hang on. I need to find out. I know it starts with an S. Yo, Visions, what's up? He says, ooh-wee. Hell yeah, Visions. Hell yeah, buddy. That's right. I think it's Surlac. Is that monster. Don't quote me. Let me have a look. Let's see. Because you see the monster for the first time. And George Lucas digitally put in the wavy tentacles. Because in the old one, it was just the mouth, I believe. Oh, no. No, he added that in. He added. It only had the little veins, and it had the little. It had the veins in it in Return of the Jedi, and then it had the little V-like like razor blade type of things in its mouth because Boba Fett falls in. So George Lucas added in the tentacles and then the big mouth that swallows Boba Fett up. So let's see. What is the desert eating monster in Return of the Jedi? What's its name? Oh, I got it. I just pronounced it wrong. It's Sir and then Lack. So Sarlac. Sarlac. The desert eating monster in Return of the Jedi refers to the Sarlac, a massive tentacle beast with a beaked maw lined with sharp teeth. That's what I was trying. He has like little V-like sharp-like teeth that resides in the Great Pit of Carcoon on Tatooine. Okay, so I almost got it right. I just mispronounced it, but his official name is Sarlac, so Sarlac. Got it. But the official thing is, his name is Sarlac, and he's in the Great Pit of Carcoon on Tatooine. So there it is. So yeah, been loving it. I have been loving it, Yakov, and big shout out to Yakov, because if Yakov wouldn't have told me, yeah, I'm dead serious, Yakov. You were 100% right. I would have watched season 3 of Mandalorian and been like, where the fuck is all this? What the fuck is going on? Because the correct way, if you want to watch it all in order, because I looked it up, you watch. There's that new show that happens, I think, even before episode 1, which I forgot. I think it's like, it starts with an A. That one takes place before episode 1. So you watch that one, then episode 1, then 2, then 3. And then Rogue One is before episode 4. And then The Mandalorian 1, 2, and 3 takes place after Return of the Jedi, episode 6. But it goes like this. It goes Mandalorian 1, Mandalorian 2, The Book of Boba Fett, then Mandalorian 3, and then that new show, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, I believe is right after The Mandalorian 3. So I want to get that and watch that too. Because that's a mini-series too. I think the Star Wars Skeleton Crew only has like 7 or 8 episodes, so I was like, I'll get that after Boba Fett and after I watch Mandalorian, so further on down the road. So yeah. But I appreciate it, yeah, because I would have been totally messed up. I would have been like, all right, so this is how Mandalorian season 2 ended, and then I would pop it in. I'd be like, okay, yeah. Wait a minute, what the hell is all this? And I would have been totally confused. So I appreciate that, Yakov. Thank you so much. So yeah. Oh, look, here's a troll. Don't support Fierce. Ha 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 ha! Tons of people support me, you fucking idiot! Your words mean nothing to Fierce. Your words mean nothing to the fans. The fans love me. I love my fans. So do support Fierce. Hell yeah. And guess what? You're blocked. Ha 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 ha! Another blockage. So there it is. Alright. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Yak says Boba Foot. Don't even go there, Yakov. Boba Fett. I said it right. So yeah. Chicken Wizard, you're half right. His name is Sarlac. They spelled it differently online. They spelled it Sarlac. I don't know. It could be that, but that's how you pronounce it. Surlac, and then that's his name. That's his species name. And then he's in the great desert of Carcoon on Tatooine, which, by the way, I would always want to be in a Star Wars movie because I love Star Wars, but they shoot in the most hottest place ever. They go to like the desert, that whole Tatooine area where they shoot. I watched the documentary a long time ago of episode 1. It was 9 in the morning, and the guy that plays Jar Jar Binks was drinking water, and he had a fan on him, and he said, it's 9 in the morning, and he goes, the sun hasn't even came out, and the sun wasn't out yet, and then the documentary says, already it's 9 in the morning, he goes, we're about an hour away from starting the shooting day, and I think in the documentary he said it was around 103 degrees. Then when the sun came out, it went up to like 125, and I was like, that's like 10 in the morning, that's ridiculous. So, if Fears ever got to be in a Star Wars film, I'd be like, listen, I need air condish. So I'm like, I'll shoot anywhere, but I'm like, make my scenes very limited on Tatooine. I love watching it, but I don't know if I could handle. The hottest place I've ever been is where I went to film school in Arizona. That place was fucking hot. The hottest it ever got to, I remember one of my professors called me up and said, Fears, don't even come into school. You won't make it because it's so hot out. He goes, your tires will pop. He goes, and I suggest that you go to your car and park it under the shade somewhere. And I said, is it that hot? Because I hadn't been out, and he called me when I was asleep. And I went and checked my thermostat, and outside it was 135. That's the hottest I've ever had to deal with it, and that was in Arizona. So, whew, I like my air condition. It doesn't even get that hot in Florida. The hottest it's ever gotten down here since I've lived here, maybe 97, 98, 95, somewhere around, and that's not bad, because usually on those days the wind's blowing, so it's not that bad, I mean, there's been a couple of hot days where it's been super hot when I went to the Disney parks, but nothing compared to Arizona. So, as much as I love Star Wars, I'd be like, and I would have to, as much as I love Darth Vader and stuff, if I ever got to be in a Star Wars movie, I would have to be part of the Rebel Alliance. The good guys. I'd be like, make me a fighter pilot, let me work, as a miner, on a spice freighter or something like that, like, when Luke says that to Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he goes, my father wasn't a Jedi. He goes, he was a miner on a spice freighter, and he goes, yeah, that's what your uncle told you. Maybe something like that. I don't need a starring role. Just give me a cameo. Let me blow up some of the Empire's, those little cruisers, that Darth Vader's in episode 4. Where he's like, I'm on the leader, in that little fucking scene. Let me blow some of those up, But yeah, it gets really hot on Tatooine, motherfucker. I don't know if Fears could make it. I sure would try my best, though. If they said, no, Fears, we only need you on Tatooine, I'd be like, all right, I will sweat my balls off for the fans, and I get to be in a Star Wars. So I would do it if I absolutely had to, but if I didn't have to sweat and not be on Tatooine, I'd be like, yeah, just give me another role. Give me something else. So, yeah. What's up, Fangirl Kate? She says, I was able to make it. Yep. And I'm glad that you're here. Shout out to Fangirl Kate, the prettiest lady ever. Fangirl Kate says, you look very handsome today. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I haven't worn one of my military shirts in a while to represent my dad, but anytime I wear these shirts, they're very comfy, too. Rags of Honor. Shout out to all the veterans out there. So not only do I wear them in remembrance of my dad, but I wear them to honor all the vets. Shout out to the vets. Hell yeah. Oh, shit. Chicken Witter says, you know what, Fears? I'd like to be in her Surlac pick. Oh, my lord. Bah! I bet you would, Chicken Wizard. I bet you would. Fangirl Kate says, shout out to Yak. There you go. Shout out to Yakovich. Oh, Yakov gave Kate the live long and prosper. Yak, can you do it on both hands? I can do it on this hand, no problem. Look, live long and prosper. That's about as good as I can get on that one. So I got this side. I just cannot get that side. And I had to practice this. And this is on my left hand. I'm left-handed. But I cannot do it on my right hand. And I try. I even tried putting a rubber band on this one day and practice. I can do it like this, no problem. So if I ever got to be in Starfleet or if I ever got to be on a Star Trek show, hell yeah, I'd want to go up to Spock or a Vulcan and be like, live long and prosper. I would tell the director, hey man, I can do it all right on this hand, but don't ask me to do it on this hand because I can't. So live long and prosper. There we are. That makes sense, though, because I'm left-handed, so it's a lot better on this hand. So, yeah. Fangirl Kate says, trolls are pathetic. Yeah? That's an understatement, Kate. They expect... I don't even know why I would get so mad back in the day, because it's just words. It's just words. I'll probably never meet them. I've met some. I never thought in a million years I would meet Joey. But see, now Joey isn't a troll anymore. You know? And I admire that he swallowed his pride and he apologized, because he even said, you know what, Fears, you're a good guy. I trolled you a lot. He goes, you didn't deserve that. Let me apologize. And I accepted his apology, and I said, I appreciate that. But all the other trolls, I'm just like, it's stupid. It's stupid to get that mad, because I used to get really mad. It's pathetic. You know, you block them once or twice, Kate, but then they come back like 13, 14, 15 times. I'm like, you're pathetic. You're gone. You're blocked. You're blocked. And then they make up all these rumors. Like, I know that's a Matt Man, like, it's either Matt Man doing it or one of Matt Man's minions, because every single time that person comes in, oh, Fears, you like little kids. Oh, Fears, you're a pedophile. I'm like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. That's not even true whatsoever. Never in a billion years. Never in a trillion years, you know? And you guys know that, you know? You should never do any harm to a kid, but those idiots come in, oh yeah, Fears, you know, you do like that. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. No, I don't, you know? So yeah. By the way, my brother is about to have his son. He's having a son. I sent him some baby clothes, and I got a text message from my mom saying that my brother and his wife love the gifts. So yeah. So me and my mom went halvesies, and I bought them a piece of furniture. I forgot. It was some type of baby furniture that you need. I think it was the cradle or the crib. So me and my mom went halvesies. So that was the big gift. And then I bought them 3 sets of clothes. I got them 2 Ghostbuster onesies. So I got one that's green, and it's got Slimer on it. And then I got one that's black. In red letters, it says, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. And then, whenever my nephew turns 2 years old, I got him a Ghostbuster t-shirt with this symbol on it. Because you got to start him out young, man. And my brother's like, really? You got him a Ghostbuster shirt? I said, hell yeah! I said, I'm going to be the best uncle ever. And my brother kind of laughed, and he was like, starting them young. And I said, oh yeah! I said, you got to implant it in their brain. Hey, watch this. So I told my brother, I said, hey, as soon as he turns like 5 or 6, I said, Uncle Fears is going to sit him on down on the couch, and we're going to watch some Ghostbusters. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, because once, I'll be, all right, you got the threads on. You got the threads. Now it's time to watch Fears' favorite movie of all time. Bam! Throw in that Blu-ray and, you know, rock and go with the flow. Hell yeah. But yeah. That's a good way to put it, Kate. Trolls are pathetic. They are. They really need to get a life. Because now I just laugh at them. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, you're gone. Bye. And I just block them. Like that one, and he was like, don't support Fears. Well, that's an understatement, because I've got tons of people that support and like my content. So, ooh on you. And so I laughed in his face, and then I blocked him. And there you are. There you go. Fangirl Kate says, I would love to be in Star Wars. I mean, again, Kate, that's an understatement. I would love to be in Star Wars. Again, any character. I would prefer to be part of the Rebel Alliance, but if they were like, hey, the only part we have is like a Sith Lord or like an Empire officer, I'd be like, well, I'll do it because I want to be in Star Wars. But I would tell the director I would prefer to be on the Rebel Alliance, part of the good guys. I don't mind the bad guys. I like both. I like both the Empire. I like the Emperor. I like, Darth Vader and all that bullshit. That's great. So if that was the only parts that they had was on the Empire side, I'd be like, hey, at least I got to be in Star Wars. But I would prefer to be part of the Rebel Alliance. Like die! Down with you, Empire, Or I could play a bad guy, like die, you rebel scum. That's right. That's right, y'all. Oh, did I mispronounce it again yet? So it's not Sir. Sarlacc. I thought I said that. Well, thank you. Sarlacc. There we go. I thought I said it right, though. Oh, well. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Kate. She says, you would be incredible in Star Wars. I mean, I got the nerdiness. I know a lot about the Star Wars universe, but I would prepare. Because I don't know everything. As much of a nerd as I am, I don't know everything in the Star Wars genre, but I'd be like, all right, to prepare for my role, I'm going to buy every single Star Wars, even the cartoon, the Clone Wars. I would sit down and watch all that shit. I would buy everything. I would watch everything, Kate. I would be fully prepared. Whether it be a big role or even a cameo, you got to prepare. Oh, I know, Yak. I know that's all part about being an actor. I just hate to sweat. I'll be honest, the only times I like sweating is when I'm in the pool, because I'm cooled off, or when I'm suntanning at the beach, because I know if I get too hot, I'll just jump in the ocean, Any other time, I like that air condition, but listen, Yakov, anything for Star Wars. If they were like, Fears, you want to sweat your ass off for a month in the desert to be in Star Wars? I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. I know I would be miserable there because I'd be sweating a lot, but it would be worth it because I'd be like, oh, shit, I get to be in a Star Wars film. Fuck yeah. So hell yeah. That's true, Visions. He says, Arizona is perfect for 3 a.m. swims. Oh, yeah. It just gets too hot there sometimes. Now, I'll be honest. My tires never got popped. But I remember sometimes I would go out and get ready for school. And I had to be real careful sometimes because I had a black car in my college days. And I would grab the handle to open up the car door. And it would be very hot sometimes. So I had to quickly grab it so I wouldn't get burned because it got pretty hot out there. So, yeah. But it wasn't too bad. So, yeah. Let's see here. I Night be Sarlacc. Hell yeah, Visions. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, there you go. With those digits, Yak. Oh, nice. Yeah, it got really hot. It got really hot. I'm not going to read that one, Fangirl, okay, because I do have some fans that are Catholics, so I'm not going to read that one. I'm not going to read that one. Anyway. Lantern, that's pretty funny. Lantern says, go eat mud, trolls. That's one way of putting it, Lantern. That's one way of putting it, my friend. It's one way of putting it. That's a unique way of putting it. Let's watch your Star Wars audition. Oh, man, Visions. I'd like to forget about it. I just did what they told me to do. I can't remember where. I don't remember where I found out about it. Someone told me that there was an audition for Star Wars, and they wanted some fans, some Star Wars fans, in the movie. And I think I found it, like, on a website somewhere. I don't remember where. I still need to get my hair cut, by the way. It's getting out of control. I'm going to get it cut this weekend, or this week or this weekend at some point. But I don't remember. Someone told me about it. I found the website. I don't remember who told me, because this was a while ago. And they wanted you to film in a room with an echo. So I was still living at the mansion, and so I said, "Hey, Mom, Dad," I said, "don't come in here." I said, and I showed my mom and dad the website. I said, it's gotta be quiet. I said, they gave you the lines. I memorized the lines, and then they wanted me to say my age and my weight, and then they said they wanted me to do a 360 pan. So they said, like, look into the camera this way, then look to the left, look to the right, do a complete 360 degree turn. So I did everything that they asked, but I almost deleted it because the trolls had a field day with that fucking video. But my loving and loyal fans like you guys love it. So thank God somebody likes it. But I was so excited to be even auditioning for it. I was like, well, I gotta film it. And I had to film it anyway because I had to send that video off to them so they could watch it. But yeah, it wasn't very good. I was very nervous whenever I did it. Anyway, I got to use the restroom real quick. I will be right back, my friends. So, you guys just go ahead and study my coffee. I found this mug at Goodwill, too. Leave me alone with my coffee. I thought it was funny. I was like, oh, I'm definitely using that on my show. So, I'll be right back. I just need to make a pit stop, and I'll be right back. So, just leave me alone with my coffee just for a sec. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right. So let me just catch up with the fans here. Let me just catch up with the fans. All right. Good one. Good idea, Visions. I'm not going to watch it. It's a blast from the past. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Mars says, well, hey, Fierce, what's up, Mars? Good to see you. Oh, howdy, Mars. And then, I've never seen the audition. I want to see it. Well, it's on there. It's on there, Kate. It's on, I believe it's on Fierce Man. The Audition is a good movie, by the way. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Vision. That's very nice. I don't think, I was too nervous. I think my audition sucks, but I did my very best, but I'm glad that you like it, and that's very nice of you to say that. So, I appreciate that. The stream is lit. Well, thanks, Lantern. Oh, wow. Yakov is taking over Lantern's Well, I did not go number 2, Yakov. I went number 1. So, yeah. But there you are. But Yakov's taking off Lantern. Lantern, you got to be quick with it. Yakov's taking your job. Yakov says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fart. I did fart. I just went number 1, though. No number 2s. There we are. Vision says, damn! That's right. Well, we're going to be hearing Lantern fart tomorrow. And Lantern saying, damn! Pew! And there it is. There you go. Anyway, all right. There we are. Let's see here. All right, now that I'm caught up, now we can get to the topics. All right, let's see here. Exactly, Kate. Exactly. Pew! A fart. Oh, my Lord. Mm-hmm. There we are. Okay. Lantern, I'm so close to sending this to you. I got a couple more pages. Not too many left, but as soon as it's all filled out, I will mail it out to you, my friend. Well, let's start with Boba Fett. So I'm gonna review episode 1 and episode 2 because that's all I've watched. So tonight I'm gonna try to watch episode 3 and 4. So 3 and 4. So 2 episodes down, 3 next, and then 4. I don't know. I've only got that much left. I may. Oh man, I may use all this. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how big I write. All right. So, no, my first thing, no bonus features. Normally, Star Wars has tons and tons and tons of bonus features, but nothing on this, just the episodes, which is okay. But like, when I got the first season of Andor, shitloads of bonus features. When I got, the Obi-Wan Kenobi miniseries, that only had six or 7 episodes. I can't remember. Something like that. Don't quote me. I think it has 7, like Boba Fett. Anyway, the miniseries of Obi-Wan Kenobi, shitloads of bonus features. Why they didn't put any bonus features on this, I'm baffled. But the episodes, so far, so good. I've definitely been enjoying it. So, yeah. So, book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Episode 1. What's good about Disney... Exactly, Yak. On those wonderful bonus features. What's good about Disney, though, is because they're such a billion-dollar company, they spend billions of dollars on the sets, the costumes. When you watch Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's like a full-on, doesn't even feel like television. It feels like a 6-episode part movie. They put so much time and effort into it. Same thing with Boba Fett. The costumes are amazing. The sets are amazing. Where they shoot is amazing. So I'll give Disney that. They put a lot of time and effort, not only into the story, but into the sets. I mean, you fall into that world. You're like, oh shit, this is the future. We're on Tatooine. There's the weapons. There's the speeders. You know, there's this. There's that. Because they put so much effort into it, you know. So, yeah. So, right off the bat, episode 1. Great special effects. Great costumes. Great movie locations. Great acting. The guy that plays the original Boba Fett, he comes back. He's getting older, but man, he's still got those acting charms. He's doing karate in it. So, yeah. Well, I didn't say God Yakov. I said great. I said great special effects, great costumes, great movie locations, great acting. When I do say God, I will capitalize the G. Absolutely. I will. I wouldn't do God like that. All right. Let's see. What else? I'm going to put down great effort because they put an immense amount of effort. Like I said, because Disney's $1 billion, probably even more than $1 billion, probably $1 trillion company. They've got the money to make all those great sets, those costumes, all that, you know. So I'm impressed with their effort. So great effort. Great effort on each and every show. Or episode, I should say. Let's see, one of my two favorite scenes. Well, obviously, finding out that Boba Fett was still alive was, one, a big shock, because I was like, well, how can they bring him back? He got swallowed by Sarlacc. I got it right that time. Sarlacc. I'm like, isn't he digested by now? I mean, he should be digested, you know. But what was great is they shoot it like right after it happens. Like, so in the story they're like, all right, he just got swallowed, and he's like, oh shit, I'm screwed. And he takes some type of laser blaster, and he cuts a hole in the side of Sarlacc, big enough where he can climb out of his mouth or his stomach or whatever the fuck that thing is. And then when he climbs out, after he makes a big hole in the side of it, you see his hand come up through the sand. So basically he just used one of his laser blasters, blasts a hole in the side of Sarlacc, climbs through the hole, climbs through a mound of sand, and you see him pop up out of nowhere. So I was like, because they don't spend much time. You just see him, like, fall, and there's all this slime on his helmet. And he does change his costume. He goes from the green, shield and the green hat and the gray suit to the green shield, the green hat, and now it's black. So, hopefully, as I keep watching, hopefully he'll go back to his gray suit. Because in Return of the Jedi, he's got the green and red helmet and the green shield, the chest plate, with the gray costume. So I hope they go back to that. Nothing against the black costume. It looks cool. His costume does look cool. I just like the original one better. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway. Oh, you were talking to that troll yak. Okay, I got you. Well, I already blocked him. I already forgot about him. So yeah. So I would probably be my first favorite scene because I was like, I gotta know. I'm like, how in the hell are they gonna bring him back? Because whenever I was a little kid and I saw Boba Fett get eaten, I'm like, well, that's the end of him. There's no way. I'm like, he's getting digested. So, my first favorite scene, Boba Fett escapes Sarlacc. And then once he escapes, they do something really clever. You see what he's doing in the present. Like he hooks up with his teammate, his friend. And now that Jabba the Hutt is dead, because in Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker... I'm sorry, not Luke. Princess Leia kills Jawa. So Boba Fett takes over Jabba's palace and his territory, basically. So you see what he's doing in the future now that he's escaped Sarlacc. But then it flashes back, a bunch of flashback scenes. The Sand People rescue him because he's so dehydrated and he's on the brink of death after he escapes Sarlacc. So the Sand People kind of like take him in and fix him up. And then for a while he does a bunch of missions. They go on these missions and he kind of becomes a honorary sand person for a while. But eventually, I haven't got this far yet, eventually he says goodbye to the Sand People, and then he teams up with his teammate, and he's like, well, now that, Jabba's gone, I can take over his territory, so, the only thing is he takes off his helmet, like in The Mandalorian, that guy, the guy that plays the Mandalorian, I think he only takes off his helmet, like, once. It's because he has to. In this, he takes off his helmet all the time. Mainly it's because, Boba Fett, he's more of a bounty hunter, he's more of a criminal, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the rules, because usually Mandalorians are not supposed to take off their helmet unless they absolutely have to, if ever. So I'm watching it and I'm like, well, he keeps taking off his helmet. I'm like, that's kind of breaking the rules. Because in The Mandalorian, if memory serves me right, it's either at the end of Season 1 of The Mandalorian or in the middle of Season 2. I think he takes off his helmet once or twice in The Mandalorian. But not a lot of people see it. It's like he absolutely has to take his helmet off. But in the Mandalorian series, he almost never takes his helmet off. In this, he takes his helmet off a lot. So, yeah. I think he looks way cooler with the helmet on. But he's a good actor either way. And, but yeah. That is not a Mr. That's a fake Mr. Lantern. See, now this troll is making fun of Mr. Lantern. Oh, Lord. Don't worry, Mr. Lantern. I'll get rid of him. Visions, I'm not even gonna try to say that Star Wars character's name. But yeah. They got some weird names in Star Wars. I probably would butcher that name so bad. Sometimes I have a hard time pronouncing words. I know how to read, it's just some words, it takes me a minute. I've always had that trouble ever since I was a little kid. Some words I can pronounce perfect. Other words I'm like, I have to kind of sound it out. It's one of Fears' weakness. But I appreciate your guys' patience with me. So that's my first scene. Boba Fett escaping Sarlacc. Let's see. What's my second? I mean, the fight scenes were good in episode 1. And then the flashbacks scenes where you see the Sand People take him under his wing. That was cool. Let's see, what else? What was my other favorite scene out of episode 1? Probably when he gets back to, like, his house. He has this breathing thing on. Kind of reminded me of Vader. But he's in this water tank because he's so dehydrated. And his flesh is starting to crack because he's been out in the desert for God knows how long. And he gets healed. So the healing scene was pretty cool. But that scene was good. But him and his partner, which I forgot her name. I'll have to remember her name when I watch episode 3 tonight. These kind of ninja-like warriors attack Boba Fett and his partner. That scene was pretty cool. So, the ninja scene. They were kind of like Star Wars versions of ninjas. So, yeah. And then they were battling it out. Then they try to escape, and they're running on the rooftops of, like, buildings in Tatooine. So, that scene was pretty cool. So, yeah. If I had to grade the first episode, I'm going to give it... I'll be honest. I like Boba Fett. He's one of my favorite characters. And the thing about Boba Fett is he doesn't get much screen time, you know? Like, this is the most screen time I've ever seen Boba Fett because he's the star. In the originals, you see Boba Fett maybe 1 or 2 scenes in Empire Strikes Back. He talks to Vader for a little bit, like, what if he doesn't survive? He means a lot to me. And then he's like, the Empire will compensate you. Don't worry about it. You see him in that scene for a couple of shots. Then you see him in another shot when Darth Vader's telling all the bounty hunters, like, Luke Skywalker means a lot to me. He goes, you can take whatever measures you want, except for no disintegration. But get him here, I want him here. And Boba Fett's in that, and he says, yes, sir. But besides that, that's it. And then in Return of the Jedi, you see him potentially get killed, and that's it. And then Yakov reminded me, you see him in the Star Wars Holiday Special. There's a cartoon. That's it. So besides those few scenes, the cartoon, and now this television show, they use Boba Fett very far and few between. But I will say this. When they use him, it's amazing. That's why I think so many people, like, less is more. So, and he's so mysterious as a character. So, even though we've only seen Boba Fett only a little bit, the times we have seen him, it's fucking amazing. You know? So, I like that. Less is more. Less is more. So, I'm going to give Boba Fett the first episode. Probably I'm going to give it an 8.9 out of 10. 8.9 out of 10. Because I do like the Obi-Wan Kenobi series just a little bit better, and I like The Mandalorian a little bit better than Boba Fett. But, so far, still a good watch, Yakov. Still a good watch. Let's see, they explain the only... don't show their faces. The other Mandalorians at the end of Season 2 take their helmets off all the time. I don't remember that part, Yakov. See, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen The Mandalorian. So, probably whenever The Mandalorian... I'm sure it is, Yakov. You know more about Star Wars than I do. Because I remember watching Mandalorian 1 and 2. But, it's been a while. So, I'm going to finish this. Rate all the other episodes. Then when Mandalorian Season 3 comes in, because it's supposed to be here anytime in the mail, I'm going to rewatch Season 1, Season 2. I've already watched this, and then I'll be ready to go for Season 3, because I'm sure they do explain that, Yakov. I just don't remember it, because it's been a while since I've seen Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. I have them. I've got the Steelbook. So, yeah. So I'll have to rewatch it, but I appreciate that. Bo Canton and her crew. Is that her name? Is that her name? Is that her name, Yakov? I couldn't remember her name. So, yeah. That's right, Visions. He caught that pit lacking. That's right. But see, as much as I love Star Wars, you guys know more about Star Wars than I do. I try my best to remember everything in Star Wars. There's such a wide, massive universe. It's hard to, like, remember all this shit, you know? So, yeah. It's hard to remember all that stuff. I do my very, very best. Like, one of my favorite side movies, I loved Rogue One. Loved it. Genius. Genius. That movie gets a 10 out of 10. I recently rewatched that, and I was like, pretty good. It sets up Episode 4. Amazing. He's like, Your Highness, you know, the plans they sent. What have they sent us? Super wide close-up on her face, and they recreated Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia, and just hope. That's it. That's all you need. That's, bam! Right into Episode 4. That's all you need. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to review this next, and then I'll go back to Episode 2. So, yeah. Alright. Visions, an old classic. You love this movie. I love this movie. There's 2 documentaries. There's one documentary on, oh no! There's 3, excuse me. I watched 3. There's one documentary here. And then I have the disc still in the in the Blu-ray player because I need to finish watching the third documentary so I can letterbox it. So there's one documentary on the first disc and there's two documentaries on the second disc. But I had not letterboxed one of my favorite zombie movies, buddy. You like this movie. I love this movie. Look at him. There's Tarman. There's Tarman. He's one of the greatest zombies of all time. I'm not saying he's the best zombie of all time, but he's definitely one of my favorite. Definitely one of my favorite. And as much as I love Tarman, I do not have a Tarman action figure. I need to get one. I need to get a Tarman action figure as soon as possible. The most recent action figure I got, The Mandalorian, and I'm not going to unbox this. I'm not going to unbox it until I watch Season 3 of The Mandalorian. But look at that. He looks super detailed. Look how fucking cool that is. I love it. Pretty sweet. All right. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Boba Fett has always had some cult following as long as I've known about Star Wars. He's just cool. That he is, Visions. But do you know the reason why he's cool? Is because, one, he's a bad guy. Everybody likes a good bad guy. There's a difference between, like, a small villain where he's just, he's like, yeah, he's evil. Like, nah, He's right in the middle. Sometimes he does good, and sometimes he's bad. He's got that middle ground. He looks out for himself. He looks cool. Like, he's got a laser blaster, on his hand where he just goes like that. A laser shoots out. Then in Return of the Jedi, he's got a grappling rope on his hand where he pushes the button, a grappling rope shoots out. It goes around Luke Skywalker, and he has to cut it with his lightsaber and all that shit. And then he's got a blaster in his hand. So not only does he have a blaster on, it's either this arm or this arm, I can't remember. But he's got a cool helmet. Then he's got that thing that comes down over the helmet to help him, like, lock in his target. That thing that, like, is up like that. Where is it? Oh, shit, you can't see it. They cut it off, but you can kind of see it on the side here. It's that thing that goes up, and it comes down and gets right on his eyeball of his mask, and it kind of zooms in on his target. But, so those are a couple reasons why he's cool, Visions. But another reason is what I was saying. You barely see him in the old series. And I learned this a long time ago in film school. Less is more. So they use him sparingly, but when they do, and he says very little, he says almost nothing in the original series. His mask says it all. Like, literally, he only says to Vader, what if Han Solo doesn't, or he doesn't even say Han Solo's name. He just says, what if he doesn't survive? He means a lot to me. That's all he says. And then Vader says, well, we'll compensate you if he dies. And then he kind of like nods his head. So he doesn't say much, which makes for a very cool villain. He only says something when he absolutely has to. And then I think before that, like when Vader's talking to all the bounty hunters and he's like, I want Luke Skywalker no matter what, and you can use any means to get him except for no disintegration. And it just cuts to Boba Fett and he says, yes, sir, that's it. So he's kind of a mysterious character. That's another reason why he's cool. He barely says anything. He only talks when he absolutely has to. The look of him is fucking cool. So those are a couple reasons why he's cool. But I agree, Visions. He's really fucking cool. That's why I could not wait to get this. I could not wait to get this. And I was like, oh man. And then when they said they almost lost it, and I had to email because remember I told you guys, They lost it for like a day or two. They put it in some random bin. And I was like, oh, God. I'm like, don't lose it. I'm like, I understand accidents happen, but I'm like, if they lose it, that means I'm going to have to reorder it, wait another week or two. I said I'm going to have to tell the fans, oh, they lost it. But I wrote them, and it only took them a day to find it. They wrote me back and said, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fears. We don't know who, but somebody put it in the wrong bin. And don't worry, you'll get it today in the mail. And I went, hey, I was very nice. I wrote back, not a problem. I understand. I said, I work with packages in my job. I understand. Accident happens. I said, as long as I get it, that's fine with me. And they said, yeah, we're really sorry about the inconvenience. I said, don't worry about it. I said, as long as I get it, we're A-okay. And they're like, well, we appreciate your patience. And I was like, hey, no worries. I get it. I understand. So then I got it the next day, and I was like, oh, it's here. I can't wait. I was like a little kid in the candy store. I was like, it's Christmas morning. I finally got it. So I cannot wait to watch episode 3, episode 4 tonight. Oh, yeah. It's going to be good. So I fully understand, Visions. Like, I fully agree what you said. You said Boba Fett has always had a cult following. As long as I've known about Star Wars, he's just cool. He is. The look of him, the way he acts, he barely says anything. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. Usually he's bad, though. Usually. But watching this is the most screen time he's ever had, ever. So finally, Boba Fett is getting his just desserts. And in this one, he's both bad and both good. So you see the balance of him. Sometimes he's bad in this. Sometimes he's good. In the old Star Wars movie, he's mainly bad. Mainly. But yeah. So that's an understatement. I fully agree with you, buddy. I fully agree with you. He's fucking rad. So yeah. Let's see. Pretty much, Yak. So I blocked him. It says Matman owns the universe. That means that Matman is either coming in or someone's pretending to be Matman or it's one of Matman's stupid minions. And they think I'm going to get mad. I'm like, no, you're just pathetic. You're just trying to interrupt the show. But I'm going to keep blocking you and I'm going to keep up with my show and my fans. It is getting annoying, but I'm just going to keep blocking them and hopefully eventually they realize, oh, we're not getting Fears angry. So we better just move on. So there it is. So yeah. Oh, you're right, Yak. They don't have any honor. They're just keyboard warriors sitting behind their, sitting behind their keyboards, just saying whatever the fuck they want. I'm just like, you can say whatever you want, but you're not going to get me mad. Bye, you're gone, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. So there it is. Yakov says, I'm playing Paper Mario for the N64. Have I played that? No, I've never played Paper Mario. I played Mario on Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I have played that Mario game. What's Mario 64? I played that one. So yeah. So yep. So yeah. So what's Paper Mario about, Yakov? That's what I thought, Chicken Wizard. I thought he didn't have a channel anymore. So I don't know if he's back. It could be one of these three. Either he's back and he's trying to annoy us. It's someone pretending to be Matman, or it's one of Matman's minions. Get a job. What does that even mean? I already have a job. Maybe you should get a job. Wow. Wow. Anyway, let's get back to what's more important. Let's see. It's a Mario RPG where everyone is made out of paper. Oh, nice. That's cool. I wonder if LC has that game, because LC on that emulator had the new version of Mario Kart, which, by the way, I didn't do too bad, in the video game live. I hope you guys enjoyed that video game live. Chicken Wizard, you asked about it yesterday. Did you find it? Let me know if you found it, Chicken Wizard. because it's getting pretty good views. Let me see how many views it's up to. Let's see. Let me have a look. I think it hit over 100 views. Usually people love the video game streams. I like them too. You know, I enjoy playing video games with my friends. I think it's a lot more fun to play video games with a friend than playing them by yourself. That's just me. I'll be honest though, as a kid I loved video games. Now as an adult, as an adult, I prefer pinball. I love pinball. You guys have known that for years. I love pinball way over video games any day. So anytime like Jeff brings his own pinball machines to his shows and he lets everybody play on them, that's fucking cool, man. I'll play pinball all fucking day. All right, let's see here. The video game stream, I renamed it. I said the Fears Podcast, Fears and LC, the Shitty Gamer Retro Stream. Because I'm pretty shitty at video games. But you know what? That doesn't matter. As long as you're having fun playing the video games, then that's all that matters, you know? It's almost hit 100. It's got 83 views. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Mm-hmm. It could be Visions. Vision says, I think Matt shows up on that Stream Master fella's account still. Could be. I have no idea, and I don't care, you know, Visions. Because whether it's him or his minions, I want nothing to do with them because Matt Man's a pedophile, and all of his pedo supporters are probably pedos too. So I just block every single one of them. So I'm sorry that you guys have to go through it, you know. It does get annoying, but am I mad? Not really. I'm getting annoyed, though, that they keep coming, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Let's see. Chicken Wizard says, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but I will. Okay, yeah, whenever you get time. Because I remember you asking about it, and I was like, I hope he finds it. So, whenever you get a chance, check it out, buddy. It was a good one. Me and LC had a blast. So, I hope everybody loves watching that and check it out. Me and LC are definitely going to hit up on some video games here in a couple of weeks. So, hell yeah. Paper Mario 64 is fun. The cartridges are rare. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Never. So, yeah. Oh, I remember that, Chicken Wizard. And you know what? The Addams Family pinball machine was it wasn't the first pinball machine I ever played, but it was one of the first ones. I remember I went camping. It was me, my brother, and then my dad's sister's family with all my American cousins. My grandma Fears. I think my grandpa Fears was still alive at this point. And we went out to this place. It's in Missouri. I haven't been there in years, so I don't know if it still exists. But back in the 80s and 90s, we went to this camping place. And it kind of reminded me of that place out of The Great Outdoors with John Candy. It was kind of like a resort like that where they had cabins and they had a lake and they had like boating, and then you could bring your own tent or you could bring your RV and camp. We camped there so much, and then they had a little lodge where it had down in the basement of this lodge, they had a little video game arcade, and they had pinball machines, and they had I remember dead center. In the middle of the room, they had a billiards table where you could play pool and billiards on it. And then around, they had pinball, they had Pac-Man, so they had half was pinball and then half was video games. And Chicken Wizard, the very first pinball game I ever played was Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And what was cool is Elvira's pinball machine was right here. And right next to it, was that Addams Family pinball machine that you're talking about right now. So I played them both, but I played Elvira first. Because she's pretty sexy. And I saw her boobies, and I was like, ooh. So hell yeah. So yeah. Oh, so you've been there. So Chicken Wizard, you know what I'm talking about. So you've been there. I don't know if it still exists. Let me find out. because Chicken Wizard is from Missouri. I'm not going to tell you guys where, but I've hung out with Chicken Wizard twice now. When I come into town, buddy, we're hanging out again. He loves Chris's Toy Man show as much as I love Chris's Toy Man show, so we're definitely going to hang out, buddy. But yeah, me and my family went there all the time back in the 80s and 90s. He says, I love the arcade at Lost Valley Lake. It's crazy we both used to go there. You know what would be even more crazy, Chicken Wizard? Because we're kind of almost close to the same age. What if, when I was a kid and you were a kid, we were both in that arcade at the same time and we didn't even know it? That would be even nuts. That would be crazy. So everybody knows I'm not lying. Chicken Wizard has been in that arcade that I'm talking about. Remember, it was down in the basement of the and they had, remember Chicken Wizard, they had 2 lodges. I think they only have one now, because I remember before my grandma stopped going there, I remember she told me one of the lodges burnt down. Remember, they had the main lodge when you drove in, and they had the lodge on those pedestals, and then underneath it was the main pool. Remember, they had that big pool, and then they had the restaurant in the main lodge, and then you drove down that road. On the left-hand side, they had the second big pool, and then they had another lodge number 2, but then they had a recreational place where it had miniature golf, it had a movie theater in there, it had the arcade down in the basement. Yeah, I used to go there and do all that shit. So yeah. Yep. So yeah. Oh, I love that arcade too. That arcade was slamming and had all the classics. Remember you would walk in, Chicken Wizard, they had those 2 big double doors. Remember? The double doors open like this, right in the middle. It was literally like, let me see if I can do a diagram. So here's where the door was, and then there's the pool table right in the middle, and then the pinball machines were like from here to here. So pinball, just like that. And then on this side and on this side and right here, on this side and a little bit of here and down here was all the vintage video games like Pac-Man. They had Mario. I remember playing the Simpsons arcade game. They had that in there. They had Galaga. They had all that shit in there, man. It was awesome. Awesome. Lost Valley diagram. Oh, well, actually, I should put Lost Valley arcade diagram. That's pretty cool that you know about it. That's pretty sweet. Let me find out if Lost Valley Lake still was a thing, because I haven't been there in years. Let's see. Is Lost Valley Lake Resort still up and running? Oh, wow, it is. Wow. Yep. So, Lost Valley Lake is in Owensville, Missouri. So that's a little bit past, because all my American cousins, they live way past Sullivan, Missouri. I forgot what town they live in past Sullivan, Missouri. And then Owensville, Missouri is like, I think it's way after where my family lives. So yeah, I remember driving out there. Oh, wow. I'm looking at pictures of it. They still have a Facebook. Wow. God, I haven't seen pictures of this place in forever. Wow. It's nice that it's still up and running, though. That's very cool. Very cool. It makes sense why they would have a resort. I mean, it makes sense of why they would have a Facebook. I think I'm going to like their Facebook page and follow it because, God, I haven't been here in ages. Well, it's nice to know that it's still up and running. Wow. That's so cool. It looks a little different because I haven't been there in a long time, but wow. That's very cool. I'm going to get back to the chat in just a minute. I want to look at some new pictures of this place because I haven't seen pictures of this in ages. Oh, they still have the lodge. They still have the lodge. They built a new lodge. The new lodge looks pretty good. Where the old lodge burnt down. So the one that burnt down was the one that had the restaurant in it, Chicken Wizard, like right when you drove in. But the original lodge in the rec center is still there. Wow. I wonder if that arcade is still there. I mean, they probably added new games in there, but I bet you it's still there. That would be cool if that arcade would still be there. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, they had everything there. They had horseback riding there. They had, oh, God. They had horseback riding. They had mini golf. They had pretty much everything there that you can imagine. Boating, camping, archery. It was always a good time. I can't believe it still exists. The only thing is, I remember they had like a general store. Remember when you went in the lodge, Chicken Wizard, you walk through the front door, and if you look to the right, in the old lodge before it got burnt down, they had the Lost Valley Lake restaurant right there, and it was a small restaurant. It wasn't big. It was just a real little one. And then right next door, it was the general store. Like if you needed to buy anything while you were camping, like laundry, detergent, or whatever, they had that little general store right there. Then they had like an area where you could sit and read a book. Then if you went downstairs, that's where all the locker rooms were to change your clothes to go into the pool, because the pool was right underneath it. I remember all that. I should go back there one day. And do like a camping vlog, because I haven't been there in years, but it was so much fun going to that place. And they had 3 or 4 lakes. You could go fishing. They had everything there, man. Wow, it's so cool to see the... it's pretty cool that it's still up and running. Just reminiscing. Very cool. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I heard about it. Yeah, it says one of the lodges burnt down. Well, I just saw new pictures. The one I'm talking about was the main lodge, the one with the restaurant, and the one with the pool underneath the main lodge. So you walk in, off to the right, there was the restaurant and then the general store. That one got burnt down, but they rebuilt a new lodge where the old lodge was. So you drove in. Here was the new lodge. Then you drove down that road where the rec center was. The rec center, and then the rec center was attached to the second lodge where the movie theater was, and the miniature golf, and the arcade that you and me are talking about. So, oh yeah, I remember all that. It sucks that the original lodge got burnt down, but I saw pictures of the new one. The new one looks pretty good. But the old one was made it was kind of like a log cabin lodge. It sucks that it burnt down, and they had air conditioning in it, and man, that lodge looked amazing. It sucks that it got burnt down, but it is what it is. So yeah. It's good that they rebuilt it, though. A new one. So yeah. Anyway, enough reminiscing. Let's get back to the stream here. Oh man, I've been going almost 2 hours. So I may have to do the rest of the topics tomorrow because I am getting tired, but there's always tomorrow. Let me get through the movie reviews, and then I'll probably rename it Reviewing 3 Movies, and then Hanging Out with the Fans. So, yeah. Lantern says, go join the devil, trolls. Damn, Lantern. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Lantern, because they do get annoying from time to time, my friends. That's pretty cool, Chicken Wizard, that you played. So, I played that same Addams Family pinball machine that you played. And remember, I'm not lying. You went in, it was Addams Family, and then right to the right of it was Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I can't remember. They had more pinball machines than those two. Do you remember what else they had in there? I know for a fact they had Elvira on the right, Addams Family on the left, and then further down that way and further down this way, they had more pinball. I just don't remember. Those two stick out. I don't remember all the other pinballs, but Chicken Wizard, if you remember any other pinball machines from that arcade, do me a favor, put it in the chat. That's really cool that you actually went camping there with you and your family, like how me and my family. We loved that place. We went there all the time. It was such a good... Me and my dad would go fishing. Me, my dad, and Grandpa Fears would fish off that dock. Do you remember that dock, Chicken Wizard? There was a little bridge that took you to that to the dock. So you had the boat dock, all the boats. Then there was a little island, remember, in the middle of the lake. Me and my grandfather, my dad, before you got to the boat dock, there was kind of like a hump bridge. We would stand on that bridge and throw our fishing poles out and go fishing there on that bridge all the time. Then sometimes me and my dad and my brother and my grandfather would go to that island right in the middle of the lake, and we would fish off that island because there was a little tiny dock on the island. That's so cool. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty sweet. Vision says Addams Family and Twilight Zone are two of the best pinball machines. I don't think I've ever played Twilight Zone, Visions, but I have played my fair share of Addams Family. And you know what's funny? Is Larry told me that this hand... he found from the original pinball machine. I thought that this hand was, because it's got kind of a greenish tint to it. I thought this was Frankenstein's hand, but he said, no, Fears. He goes, I know how much you love that pinball machine. And Larry said, I found Thing's hand, and it would come up like this in the pinball machine, and he said it's from that pinball machine that you love. And I was like, get out of here. I'm like, are you serious, Larry? And he goes, I'm dead serious, Fears. He goes, that's why I found it, and I sent it to you. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool, Larry. Because as soon as I do my Halloween tree this year, Visions, I'm gonna take it and just lay it on a branch. I thought about putting it at the base of the tree, but no, it's gotta just sit there like this, like on a branch. Oh man, the Halloween tree is going to look pretty damn good this year. Oh yeah. So if you look up Addams Family, you'll find that exact hand in the pinball machine. Let me look it up right now. That's what Larry told me. I'm just quoting Larry. He said he found that because he knows how much I love that pinball machine. I'll be honest though, I like Elvira, Mistress of the Dark pinball machine a little bit more, Chicken Wizard, and Visions, but I do like them both. Let's see, Addams Family pinball machine pictures. Here, let me do a close-up. Yep, there it is. There's the hand. Oh, Larry, you are the man, dude. So he actually got me a piece out of that fucking arcade game. I mean, out of that pinball machine. That's fucking awesome. Awesome! So now, so online, they've got a new version of the Addams Family. You gotta have the old one. The old one. They have an electronic one, like a digital one, and then they have an old one. You gotta go with the old one. Gotta go with the old one. Oh, wow. There it is. Let me zoom up. Let me see if I can zoom up in this photo. Oh, wow. Yep, I see the hand. The hand's way in the back. Good old Thing. Well, whenever I'm not using Thing is technically a movie prop. So I'm going to put Thing on the movie prop shelf. He's technically a prop. It's pretty awesome that Larry remembered that I said I love that. I don't know where the hell he found the actual part off of the pinball machine, but thank God he found it. Wow. I got the best loving and loyal fans of all time. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I haven't actually seen the pinball in quite a while, so to see a picture of it, oh, man, it takes me right back. Picture a little 7-year-old, 8-year-old Fears just going nuts playing pinball on, on Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and then switching over, popping in quarters on the Addams Family. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. One of these days, I have got to get those two pinball machines and a Ghostbuster pinball machine in my collection. One of these days. One of these days. That's pretty cool. Well, that's cool that you even played it, Visions. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so I'm going to review Return of the Living Dead. It's probably one of my favorite zombie films. I actually like this one because it's a satire. It's a parody over the original Night of the Living Dead. Don't get me wrong. I love Night of the Living Dead. Both versions. I like the remake in color, and then I like the old one in black and white. Don't get me wrong. I love those. But this one, and it's not just because of Tarman. It's funny. Great zombie kills in it. Zombies kill other people in it. Really good. The whole film, it's just funny as hell. I love it. So I cannot wait to review it on my letterbox. So I've been trying to do all my old ones. It sucks that I didn't know about that app before I watched all my old ones, you know. But Jason showed it to me after. I was like, oh, well, now I got to go back, watch all my old favorite films, and add them in. Because to me, it doesn't count unless you log it in. So you got to watch it again, log it in. But I would watch this again and again and again because I like it. I want to watch it again when Halloween shows up. Hell yeah. I always watch it every year on Halloween or near Halloween. And I just watched it not last night, today. So there you are. All right, so Return of the Living Dead. It gets a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, for sure. It's probably my favorite zombie film. I'd say this is first. I love the 70s Dawn of the Dead, you know, where they're in the original mall. That one's pretty good, too. I'd say Dawn of the Dead is next. Then Night of the Living Dead, the old black and white one. Then Day of the Dead. And then so on and so on. And then Resident Evil's up there, too. Resident Evil, the first movie is good. All the sequels are kind of crap. But the original Resident Evil movie, that's high on the list, too. I mean, that's up there. So, yeah. There's so many zombie films, it's kind of ridiculous. And, I mean, it's ridiculous in a good way. It's hard to keep up with all these fucking movies. Case in point. I got movies over here, movies there, fucking movies over there. It's ridiculous. Or it's redonkulous, my friends. Redonkulous. So 10 out of 10. My favorite character is Bert. Bert is fucking hilarious. It's that old actor. He did like 100 westerns. And I think Return of the Living Dead is like one of his first comedies. Definitely one of his first horror movies because he did this first. Then he's in Nightmare, and then he played the father in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. So I guess doing this movie kicked off his, because then he was in a bunch of horror movies in the 80s and 90s when his career started to, go down a little bit. So he did all these movies. Really, he didn't have to do this movie. He was already a billionaire from all the westerns he did. But he was like, I like acting so much, it's not about the money. He goes, I just wanted another project. He goes, and I hadn't acted in a little while. And he goes, my agent told me about this horror movie. And he's like, you know what? I've never done a horror movie. Why not? Why not? So there you are. So, good old Bert. Good old Bert. And then this guy, we all know who this guy is. That guy plays the guy in Weekend at Bernie's 1. He keeps killing Bernie. He kills Bernie, but then because those two idiots are like moving his body all around, he thinks, what the hell? Bernie's still alive. I killed his ass. So then he re-kills Bernie in the first one like 3 or 4 times. If you guys have ever seen that one, that one's great. I need to rewatch that. Weekend at Bernie's 2, it's all right. It's okay. The first one is fucking fantastic. So if you guys ever get a chance, watch Weekend at Bernie's 1. That one's fucking great. I love that one. So Bert is my favorite character. Let me put it over here. It almost fell on the floor. Bert is my favorite character. It's going to be hard picking 2 scenes, but I shall do my very best. The first one, without a doubt, is when Bert and Spider, he's like, we got to get to the cars. There's zombies all over the cars. There's even a zombie, in the chapel. So they know they got to get to the cops. They got to get to the car. They got to get out of there. And he's all like, he's like, we got to get to the cars. And he's like, there's zombies all over the car. He goes, I know that. He goes, we got to find a way to fight them. And then that guy's like, how about this? And he's like, what? He goes, what is that? And he goes, it's nitric acid. Pretty much it'll destroy anything. But he goes, yeah, but Ernie, he goes, there's not enough of them. He goes, there's not enough to destroy all of them. And then there's that whole scene where Tina screams, because Freddy's already turned into a fucking zombie. They run in the chapel. They rescue, Tina. And then Freddy gets hit in the head with, like, a pipe that Bert hits him. He hits him, like, 3 or 4 times. Then he throws the fucking acid, like, in his fucking face. But the best scene is coming up. I had to give you guys some backstory. Is him and Spider run for the car. Spider's got a sledgehammer. Bert's got that metal pipe. They open the door, and he starts screaming. He's like, ah! Runs through some zombies, hits all these zombies. They make it to the cop car. And he tells the girl, he goes, when we get in the car, we're going to drive up the hill. We're going to get as close to the cemetery funeral home door. He goes, I'm going to hop out, grab you and Ernie, get in the car. But by the time they drive up, there's like 1 million zombies on the car. And Spider goes, we got to find another way, man. He goes, oh, we'll never make it like this. And he goes, we got to split. And he's like, no, we can't split. And then this is my favorite scene because I don't know why. I just found it so funny when I first watched this as a teenager, and I still think it's funny. Spider goes fucking nuts on Bert. He goes, what are you doing, man? He goes, we can't just leave him. And he goes, they would have turned the goddamn car over. We'll send help. And he goes, bullshit. He goes, those are my fucking friends, you fucking coward. And he's like, I said we'll send help, man. And he goes, you fucking coward. He goes, fuck you. And then they full on just crash through the cemetery gate. He goes, hang on, here we go. Right through the cemetery gate. And then he goes, what are we going to do now? And he goes, we're going to find a phone. We're going to call the cops. And he goes, what the fuck is this? And there's like a fucking army of zombies right in the fucking street, right? And he's like, Jesus H. Christ. They slam on the brakes. They back up. And he's like, back to the warehouse. And he drives back to the warehouse, hits 2 zombies, and he plummets the car right into the side of a building. and the zombies are like just stuck on the wall, and you hear one zombie go, "Oh shit," because obviously getting hit by a car would hurt. But as they're trying to get in, so that's my favorite scene. So the Bert and Spider escape scene is without a doubt the best scene, in my opinion, of the film. It's fantastic. So Bert and Spider escape. That is my favorite scene. Probably my second favorite scene is when all the college kids, all the punkers, they're like, "Hey, Tina!" And she's like, "I'm here, down here, help me, help me." They run downstairs, and Visions, I keep forgetting this guy's name, but I found out it's Suicide. The guy that got bit by Tarman, his name is Suicide. Because Trash is the crazy naked bitch. Spider is the black guy with the red shirt on. Scuzz is the guy with the mohawk. Tina is the chick with the pink and blue kind of wavy hair. Oh no, Tina's the preppy girl. The Valley chick. I don't remember the other chick with the blue and pink hair. I can't remember her. And then the guy with the suspenders that holds the girl with the blue hair. I can't remember his name, but Suicide. Suicide's the one that gets bit by Tarman. So that's Tarman's first victim. So they run down in the stairs, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he rips down the sheet, and then Tarman's like, "Brains!" And fucking just takes a side. I'm not talking a little chunk. I'm talking he eats like this much of Suicide's head. He's like, "Brains," takes a fucking chunk out of his head. Blood is like just pouring out. You see Suicide laying on the ground, and then Spider takes a paint can, throws it at Tarman. Tarman like kind of leaps off of Suicide, and he goes, "More brains." And then they're like, "Oh, fuck this. We're out of here." And they fucking run up the stairs. That's probably my second favorite scene. So Tarman eating Suicide's head. Hell yeah. Let's see. Great acting. Great zombies. Great zombies. I would say there's background zombies and then there's featured zombies. So Tarman is definitely a featured zombie. Oh, wow. Unknown says, "Hey, Fears, zombies should eat your worthless brain." Really? Really? That's all you got? Ooh, wow, you really hurt my feelings. Oh, wow. I'm probably smarter than you, if I'm being honest. Wow, that's all you got? I love it. That was actually pretty good. I got a little laugh out of that. So did Visions. But really, that's so pathetic. Are you really that pathetic? Ooh, a zombie should eat my brains. You know what? I would love for a zombie to eat Fears' brains. That would be a great movie kill. If Fears got to be eaten by a zombie, that'd be a great movie kill. So I actually appreciate that. Hell yeah. Wow. They're getting desperate, Visions. Wow, that is so pathetic. Like, I'm not mad at all. That's actually funny. Hey, Fears, like, you should get, your brain should get eaten by a zombie, you worthless idiot. Ooh. Wow, you really hurt my feelings. Oh, Lord, that's funny. That is funny. That's rich. I love it. Love it. Yakov says, "All right, these trolls are ruining my time. I'm leaving." I wouldn't leave, Yak. I know you're joking around. You cannot be mad at that. That's fucking hilarious. Hey, Fears, a zombie's gonna eat your brains. Yes, please. If I got to be in a zombie film, hell yeah, I'd want to die by a zombie. That's why you fucking watch those movies. It's worthless college kids getting their brains eaten out by a fucking zombie. I would go up to the director and be like, dude, I want more blood. Like, you know how, like, Scuzz gets eaten by this half, so they're, like, fighting the zombies off. They break through the window. They break through the fucking window, right? And Scuzz is, like, chopping off their hands with this axe. This woman with blonde hair, she doesn't have any legs. She grabs onto Scuzz and eats his fucking head, and this, like, whirlpool of blood just shoots out. It's like an arch. If you watch the film, it's like a massive amount of blood comes out. Hell yeah! I would go up to the director and say, you know how much blood came out of Scuzz's head? Fears man's death. I want more blood. I want more blood. I want more gore. I want a zombie, like, eating my face and my head at the same time. So hell yeah. What's up, Sega? Is this the real Sega camp? Oh my god. I'm just checking. Sega, we've had a lot of trolls tonight. I want to make sure this is the real Sega camp. Oh, it is! It is the real Sega camp gamer. Hell yeah. Let's see. Oh, wow. Sega is really mad at Yakov right now. But Yak, don't be mad. Visions, did you see my face when that guy... Oh, hey, Fears, you know, you're a worthless idiot. You should get eaten. I literally looked right into the camera. I'm like, really? Is that all you got? Ooh, I'm so afraid. Oh, man. I thought it was great. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Oh, man. Let's see here. Yeah, so Yakov, don't be mad. I thought that was fucking funny. They really think that I'm going to get mad. I'm like, we're talking zombies here, you know? And he's like, you should get eaten, Fears, you worthless idiot. I'm like, really? Really? That's all you got? Ooh, I'm so afraid. Oh, wow, you really got me on that one, you know? Oh, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was funny. Good one. Good one. Let's see. Yakov says, thanks for unblocking me on Twitch. Sega says, and you're back to being banned. Oh, shit. And will remain banned. Yakov says, but why? Rezi is mad with you. Oh, gosh. Come on, Sega. Yakov says, didn't she dump and block you? Ex-girlfriend bossing him around again. Oh, that's what it seems like. I don't know. What does that fart mean? Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. Oh, well. Vision says, to grow a bigger wiener, that guy has the best insults. I guess, Visions, you know, like, he thinks he's gonna, like, I'm not mad whatsoever. I'll be honest. It is a little annoying that the trolls keep coming back in. But hopefully, after they understand, I'm just gonna keep blocking them. Hopefully they go away, but I'm not mad. He's like, oh, yeah, Fears, you know, you're worthless, you know, like, that zombie should eat your brains. I was like, really? You guys saw my face. I was like, that's all you got? Whoa. Ooh, yeah. Oh, wow. Well, let me call Sega. Let's have a little chat with Sega. Sega, I'm going to call you on Facebook, buddy, because I'm on OBS. Let's have a little talk with Sega. Let me try to find out why Sega's so mad. Let's see here. And I'm going to have Sega on the show, like, in the show here soon. I haven't had Sega on the show in quite a while. So, yeah. Sega, what's up, dude? How you been?
Okay.
So, Sega, listen, I don't want, like, listen, me and Yakov, we've actually gotten along. Like, he apologized to me. He's actually been back in my chat for quite a while now. But I don't. But
really?
But hey, really, Sega?
Oh, really?
Oh, really, Sega? But anyway, I don't want to get into any drama, but because you're my friend, and me and Yakov, you know, we're I wouldn't say we're best buddies, but we're civil. We're civil. We're getting there, you know. But I consider you a really good friend, Sega. So, Sega, what's going on? Why are you mad at Yakov? What the hell's going on?
I just unbanned him on the Twitch channel, and Rezzy gets
Okay.
all angry at me saying, "Why the heck did you unban him?" And I'm like thinking to myself, "What the heck? I'm just trying to make sure I get everybody to being civil again with the Twitch channel."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm finding out that Yakov has been sneakily leaving some bullying messages of Rezzy behind her back.
But here, let me ask you a question, Sega. And I'm not asking you this to troll you. I'm being honest. I'm your buddy. I'm your pal. Listen, my ex treated me fucking terrible. I get it. You and Rezzy are not together anymore, you know? So why
and right now I'm trying to find another girlfriend here.
Exactly.
Here where I live.
Exactly, Sega.
I'm trying to get him a civil girlfriend as well.
Exactly. So my best advice to you, Sega, I'm gonna you can take it or leave it. I would say the best way to get over Rezzy. I know it's hard. You know, I tried to get my ex back.
I'm already over Rezzy, if you haven't caught on.
Well, I'm just saying. Just hear me out. I know it hurts. I mean, I spent a whole year trying to get my ex back, and then I realized it's worthless. Like, she's not a good person. She cheated on me. Why do I want her back? Because if she cheated once, she's going to cheat on me again.
The last thing I want to be doing, though, is completely about having Rezzy out of my life completely, though.
Yeah, but I know it's hard, buddy. But my question is why do you care? Why do you even care if Yak, whether he's messaging her yes or no? You know, because I don't know the whole story. Like, if he really is, like, who cares?
Maybe I should send you the screenshot that she sent me.
I'm just saying, my best advice, buddy, would be move on. Either be Rezzy's friend, just be her friend, or just totally stop talking to her, totally stop messaging her, and just move on and find another chick. Find another Mrs. Sega Camp. I know it's hard because a lot of people hate Rezzy. I don't hate her because she's never done anything wrong to me. I know other people don't like her. And I'm the type of person, well, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. Since Rezzy has never done anything wrong to me, I'm totally cool with her, you know?
Yeah.
So I get it. But I would unblock Yakov. It seems like his trolling days are over, you know? Like, he's definitely a lot more civil with me, you know? Like, me and him have had definitely a heart-to-heart talk. Even all the trolling shit, you know, we always had that mutual ground of Star Trek. So that's what led us back to being friends again. I just don't think you're totally over Rezzy. If I'm being honest, you know, that's what friends do. You know, they give, like, whenever I'm wrong and I ask for advice from my best friend Eric or Randall or Visions or whoever, I like friends that give me the honest to real truth. They're like, hey, Fears, we're not going to sugarcoat this for you. This is what you need to do. A bunch of my friends said, Fears. My best friend Eric said this exact quote. He says, Fears, why would you even want your ex back? She's a fucking bitch. She cheated on you. She treated you horribly. And then my friend said, yeah, you guys had some good times before she cheated on you. He goes, I'll give you that. He goes, but why would you want that piece of shit back? And I actually listened to my friend said, you know what, you're right. She's not worth it. But I wasted a year of my life trying to get her back. And I feel like an idiot for doing that now because then I found out she cheated on me. And I'm like, well, that could have been a year of me trying to find a new hot babe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you some advice, Sagan. You can take it or leave it because I do care about you, buddy. I would just, honestly, just be Rezzy's friend and just leave it as that. Just leave it as a friendship and find a new Mrs. Sayacamp. You never know, buddy. The next girl, you know that old phrase, there's many more fish in the sea?
I'm already not making Rezzy the next Mrs. Sayacamp, if that's what you're asking.
Well, that's good. Like, just be your friend. I'm just saying there's many more fish out there in the sea. You never know. You may find an even better babe. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not dogging Rezzy because I have no reason to dog her because she's never done anything bad to me. So, but yeah, I would unblock. I almost said unblock Yakov. That's my advice. But I mean, it's your channel. You can do whatever you want. Because I don't like to force any.
Unless he does an apology, maybe I will.
Well,
That's all I'm asking, Yakov. Just a simple apology to Rezzy, and more importantly, to stop with like the farting, fart jokes about with Rezzy, because that's just about crossing the line. You know she's human too, right?
there you go. I think that's very reasonable. You know, again, I don't like to get into all the drama and stuff. You know, I try to stay away from it, but I can tell you're hurting, Sega. Trust me, I know what it's like. You know,
I'm not hurting.
I'm
just doing what's right.
I'm just saying. I think you don't get mad at me, Sega. I think you're not. I think you're over Rezzy a little bit. I don't think you're completely over. Trust me, I was hurt. It took a long time for me to get over my ex. I was really in love with her. I even thought about.
And yeah, after last year, I had to take some time away for myself as well.
I think that's good. And I don't know if I ever told you this, Sega. Thank God I didn't buy a ring. Thank God. But I was so in love with my ex. Me and Randall, I had never bought a ring for a girl. And I said, Randall, you're one of my best friends. Come with me. And I actually went to ring shopping just to get some price ranges. I said, I think I'm going to ask this girl to be my wife. I was thinking about it.
Too expensive?
No. I mean, yeah, they're expensive. I mean, buying a ring for someone, it's expensive either way. But thank God I didn't buy it, Sega, because I found out how evil of a person she really is, and I found out her true colors. And so that day, me and Randall just got prices for the rings. And so I wrote them down. I said, well, let me think about it. I said, I'll definitely let you know. I said, if I want to do business, I'll do business. But then I found out her true colors. I'm glad me and her separated. And I'm like, well, fuck God, I dodged a bullet on that one, you know. So my best advice, buddy, is and then I'll move on to the next topic because I want to ask you about something. My best advice would be just keep hitting those dating sites up, man. Find a new Mrs. Camp, you need, Sega, you know what you need? You need a hot, sexy, nerdy video game girl. That's perfect for you. It's perfect.
Obviously, what do you think I'm doing? The girl right next to me, right across the street, is actually like that.
Oh, wait, you're still talking? I remember you telling me about that. So how's that going? Is that going good?
That girl across the street? Yeah, that's exactly about who we could say.
So the girl across the street, have you asked her out on a date yet?
We kind of went mini-putting one day.
Nice! There you go. So I would continue to talk to her. Continue to talk to her. It may bloom into a wonderful flower, my friend. And that's good. So when's the next hangout? Oh, actually, before that question, how did the mini golf hangout go? Did it go well?
It was okay.
Yeah. Well, that's
good.
good.
Another day of the week when I'm not streaming.
Now, were you a gentleman? Did you pay for the mini golf?
Well, she did, but
that's nice.
That's nice. To be fair, though, I bought us lunch though because we went to Subway afterwards.
Oh, there you go.
Subway in that mall that we went to.
That's good. You know, because you want to show them how much of a gentleman you are. You know.
Yes.
Like the way I do it, whenever I'm dating someone, before I establish that me and her are boyfriend and girlfriend, I pay for everything. That's just how my dad raised me. My dad's like, make sure you're a gentleman, you pay for everything, and then when you become boyfriend and girlfriend, then you have a talk with her and say, hey, well, now we're together in a relationship. I think it should be a team effort. So, like, my last ex, if she bought dinner, then I bought her ice cream. Or if she bought dinner, I bought the movie tickets. You know, that's a good way to do it because you're a team. But until you become boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, I would suggest buying everything, you know. So, yeah. Well, Sega, I hope things get better. I'm sorry that you and Yakov are kind of, you know, feuding right now. I think the storm will pass. I think. You know, I really do think it'll pass. Because you guys are both my friends, and I don't want to see my friends in turmoil shit, you know. And I don't want friends to be mad at each other, you know. So, yeah. But hey, man, that sounds like a good start with the girl. Don't say her name, but the girl across the street. Do you mind if I ask, how did you guys meet?
How do I put this in?
You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me, Sega, if you don't want to. If it's too personal, you know.
My work. It's kind of related to the worker that I have right now, and my worker is actually friends to the mother instead. How about that?
Okay. Wait. So worker.
The mother and my worker are friends in real life. I did not know about this.
What do you mean worker? Like, is it someone that you work with at the movie theater? The worker?
Never mind.
I don't know what you're on about.
I don't usually. Let's just be honest. Have I ever left my apartment fears?
You leave your apartment only for work, buddy. You know, that's about it.
And grocery shopping. And
oh yeah, grocery shopping. I gotcha.
And that's pretty much it. I pretty much don't leave my apartment at all.
Okay.
Or even during COVID, I was still going pawn shop hunting with some other people that I didn't really seem to like at all.
Well, listen, that's good that you didn't leave your apartment during COVID, because, God, that COVID epidemic was fucking nuts. But, yeah, tell me what you mean by worker later off camera, buddy.
Yes.
Because I don't know what you're on about. But I thought, since you do work, I was like, oh, it's probably someone from his work. But let me know later what it is. But, yeah. Well, listen, I hope things keep going good. I would keep talking to that lady across the street, you know. If you guys had a good time, if you guys had a good time on the mini golf, you never know. Ask her out again on another date. One date leads to 2 dates, 2 dates leads to 4 dates, and so on and so forth. And then you never know. You could ask her to be your full-time girl, and you guys have a relationship. Because I want you to be happy, Sega.
Yes.
You know, I'm still looking for Mrs. Fears. I know she's out there somewhere, and I don't know where, but
yes,
she's out there.
I know.
But yeah. Anyway, Sega, I wanted to ask you a couple other things besides that. Buddy, at some point, I don't know when, we have got to hang out, because you know that hangout is going to be legendary. I cannot wait.
Yes.
Whether I come and visit you, you come visit me. If you come to visit me, Sega, I'm going to take you to all the hot spots. We're going to go to Universal. We'll go to Disney. You need to see a boobie in your life. You know, you're almost as old as me, Sega. You gotta see at least one boobie in your life. I will take.
Yes.
I will take
I've seen a few as a kid.
Well, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. As an adult, you needed to see an adult boobie. An adult boobie.
Does side boob count? Does side boob even count?
A side boobie? No, well, for you, I guess it counts. Sega, you need to see a full-size boobie. I'm talking, you know, a C cup, maybe a double D, an actual, the whole thing.
That big and the little nipple right there.
Yeah, you need to see. I mean, a side boob, you know, you take whatever you can get, you know, but you need to see a full frontal boobie, you know?
Yeah.
Because a side boob, yeah, it's all right. A full frontal boobie, now we're talking. You know? And I'll take you to one of the best strip clubs down in Orlando. I've went there not in a long time, but
I'm gonna say that date is fastly approaching, Fears. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me know.
That trip to meeting you.
Let me know, booby. I mean, let me know. I almost said, buddy. See, now I got boobies on the brain. See what you're doing to me, Sega? Now I've got boobies on the brain. I meant to say, let me know, buddy. But I said, let me know, booby. I got boobies. See, I haven't seen a boobie in quite a while, too, Sega. So now I've got them on my mind, too. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. See, once I get the boobiness talk in my mind, you know. Oh, wow. Wow. So, Sega.
Oh, no, I'm just a keen fellow around volley boob or booby ball or...
So, Sega, let me ask, is it too personal to ask... Sega, is it too personal to ask, when have you seen a side boobie?
How about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? You know the scene when the woman is off the bathing suit? Yeah.
See, Sega,
you actually paused at the right moment when she's like, when we're
no, I've seen it. I've seen it. Sega, that one doesn't really count though, because It's an actress. I'm talking about you need to see a full frontal boobie or a side boobie in real life.
Yes, yes.
That's when it counts. When you see a real boobie or a side boobie in real life. But, I mean,
yes.
For you, though, I think it counts because you take what you get. But, yes, that is a hot girl out of...
And I guess I'll say, though, I have kind of seen boobs already. Like, have you played GTA 5? There's a strip club. You can go into a
see, that's
room.
virtual boobies. That's virtual boobies. I'm talking about a real boobie. That doesn't count, Sega.
Okay.
Virtual boobies, I mean, they're nice. I've seen the virtual boobies, and they're okay. When you see an actual, fresh, nice, plump boobie, there you are. There you are, my friend.
Yes.
Trust me, Sega. Trust me on this. I would not lie to you. A real one is way better than a virtual one will ever be. Trust me. Anyway.
Yes.
So, Sega, how's work going?
Work has been fine.
I'll tell you what. Things have been going good the last 2 or 3 months for years. Did you see that stream? Larry sent me this massive unboxing. And tons
I'm not subbed to the channel. What do you think I've been doing?
The what?
I haven't been subbed to your channel for a while.
I thought
I've been busy with other stuff.
I thought you re-subbed back.
I never did.
You gotta re-sub, Sega. Promise me you'll do it at some point.
Maybe. Just don't expect me to be commenting on anything, though.
You don't have to comment, but I mean we're buddies. I'm subscribed to your channel. You got to subscribe back to me. Anyway, Sega, he sent me this amazing unboxing. And you know how much I like Rambo, right? Check this out. Check this out. Larry sent me one of the Rambo knives. Hell yeah. What do you think about that?
Take that thing and shove it. I got the movies.
You don't like the Rambo knife? Come on, okay, Sega.
I'm joking.
Oh, I was like, wow.
Movies, though. I do own the movies, but I guess the movie prop knife is cool.
It's pretty sweet, Sega. It's pretty damn sweet. Larry was so generous. About a day or two ago, I mailed him a thank you card. Because he sent me, I mean, the box was probably, I don't know, about this tall and about this wide. Just filled to the brim with fan mail. I wish you could have been here to open it up with me, Sega, because, man, it was definitely going nuts. But, yeah. So, yeah, the last couple of months have been really well. Work's been going good. I just uploaded a new vlog. The fans, I've been generating more fans. Sega, I'm so close to hitting 3,000 on the main channel. I'm not there yet, but we're getting there. Well, here, I'll tell you what I'm at. I'll tell you what I'm at right now. Let me look. On the main channel, I'm so damn close. 2,779 subscribers on the main channel. And then I'm so damn close to hitting 2,000 on the vlog channel. On the vlog channel, I'm at 1602. 1602. So we're getting there, buddy. We're getting there. How's the Twitch going?
It's good.
Yeah? So what game are you playing right now?
Tomorrow I plan to be playing Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life.
So what's Harvest Moon about? Let me know what
this game.
Oh, very cool.
Actually, I should point out though, this game did get a remake on the Nintendo Switch, although the title got renamed to Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life.
Yeah. That's cool.
And they even made another one though where you play a female farmer and it's called Another Wonderful Life, and you play a female farmer and you're actually marrying trying to wed like 3 bachelors in Another Wonderful Life. In this game though, you're trying to find 3 bachelorettes and you have to wed one of the 3, and that's pretty much it. And so far now I'm at the 2nd chapter where I'm already married and
nice.
Having a son.
So speaking of video games, Sega, I just recently hung out with LC and I did a video game stream, right? Uh-huh. We played Super Mario Brothers 3. Then I got to finally.
If I ever come there, maybe I should challenge your wits to a randomizer of Super Mario Brothers 3. How about that?
I'm down, Sega, because
I'll make sure to bring the USB Super Famicom controller with me.
There you go. Or we could just do a whole big gaming stream if you came with me, you, and LC, because his little nerd cave, he's got, like, so picture this DVD. I'm sitting here, he's sitting here, and then his nerd cave goes all the way around you. So you walk in through here, and he's got his TV right there, and he's got his, three monitors up. And he's playing.
I'm so jealous.
It's so.
I used to have a dual monitor layout back when I still streamed at the dining room table at one point.
So recently,
then when I had to move everything over here, all of a sudden I went right from having a dual monitor layout back to a single monitor setting again.
Yeah. So check this out, Sega. We played. Oh God, how many games? We did a bunch of retro games. The only new game we played was the new version of Super Mario Kart, because I like the old one, but we played. What's the newest one? Isn't it Mario Kart 8?
Well, that was actually made for Wii U, and then they remade it again for the Switch as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay, I think that's the one.
I think they did a Mario Kart My Tour, and there was like a toy. And they had the toy Mario Kart peripheral that you could put on the floor, and then you could actually drive it around. And they set up like an actual track through the house or the place that you're living in. Which,
nice.
Okay, maybe it is kind of fun, but I don't know if that would really be considered like a fun kind of game to play.
Listen, I loved Mario Kart 8. That's the newest game I played in a long time. So we played that. We played Tetris. We played this one game that I didn't like.
But okay, maybe I'll say it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still, just whatever. They finally released, they're now mentioning now that there's a Mario Kart World Tour game for the release of the Switch 2 this summer.
Well, listen to this. These are the games.
And the system is freaking expensive.
So listen to this, Sega. These are the ones that we played. We played Mario Kart 8. We played Alone in the Dark. I didn't really like that one. We played the old Tetris. We played Mario Brothers 3, my favorite game of all time. And then we played one other game that eludes me. I forgot which other one we played, but we played a bunch.
For me, my favorite Mario game would be a mix between Mario 3 and Super Mario World.
Super Mario World on Super Nintendo is good. I do like that one. I just like Mario 3 better. I like Mario 3 better.
Maybe because of the power-ups, right? Because there's more power-ups. And I remember most of these got scrapped for the cape in World.
Not really because of the power-ups. Just, I like the story. I like the levels. I played that.
I do love the P-Switch theme in Mario 3.
Yeah, I played that Sega before Super Mario World. But don't get me wrong. I like Super Mario World. Just, we all have different likes. We all have different interests and all that.
Yeah.
I like number 3 just a little bit better than Mario World.
You should come over to my Sunday streams. You know what I'm playing on the Sunday streams?
What are you playing?
New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, Sega, we'll definitely...
right here.
Oh, I see it. So, Sega, let me ask you a question. If you ever...
She's in the game, which is exciting.
So, Sega, let me ask you a question. If you ever came to visit me... Don't tell the fans when you're coming. Just tell me, because we'll blow their fucking minds. I mean, how great it would be.
I make sure I'll promise them do off camera.
Just tell me off camera. Don't tell the fans when you're coming.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Exactly.
I'm only telling just a few people in real life, but I'm pretty sure they're not gonna mention them over online.
No, they're not gonna say it because that's people in your real life. Because. Just don't tell anyone in the community when you're coming. Because how great. I'm sitting here, I start a stream, and then all of a sudden I turn like that, and you're sitting right here, Sega. It would blow the fans' fucking mind into goddamn oblivion.
Yes.
And you can stay at Casa de Fears as long as you want. If you want to stay here a week, you can stay here a week. If you want to stay here for 2 weeks, whatever, Sega, you just let me know. Let me know.
I do kind of have a planned date for when I will stay and for X amount of days.
Well, just let me know when you're coming because I need to call off of work way in advance because the way my boss works, the way my boss works, he's like, Fears, if you tell me a month in advance, then you're good. He goes, if you tell me a week before, my boss would just laugh at me and say, yeah, Fears, you're definitely not getting those days off, because when you come, I'll take however many days you're coming off and just hang out with you.
Definitely.
It would be worth, so if you come for a week, it'd be worth to lose a week's worth of money and hang out with a great Sega camp.
I'm going to more thorough, though, but I'm going to explain this off camera as well, though, but off camera.
Yeah. You just let me know, buddy. And
Yes.
one of these days, I don't know about this year, but one of these days, I will come visit the great Sega camp, and we'll game it up in the Lord Sega camp lair. I will try on that green bathrobe. I will get a selfie in that green bathrobe. So if you come to visit Sega, you have to bring that green bathrobe.
Oh, of course.
You have to bring it, you know?
I'll bring something else along with the trip as well.
Okay, all right. Because
I got something else I'll make you want to try on just for maybe a stream as well.
just the green bathrobe. I just need a selfie in the legend.
Okay. We'll have a picture with you in the green bathrobe.
Yeah, I just need a selfie because that green bathrobe is legendary. Just make sure that you wash it, Sega, before I try it on, you know? Wash it.
Yes, I will.
Wash it before you pack it, because God knows how long that bathrobe has been laying and rotting in your closet, you know? Because you haven't worn the green bathrobe on a stream in quite a while. It's been a minute. But we'll bring it back. And whenever you are sitting here streaming, anytime we stream, you're going to be sitting in that green bathrobe on my show. That's right.
Okay.
All right, Sega. Well, I just wanted to catch up and see how you were doing. I'll definitely have you back on the show in a couple of days, my friends. I think I ran out of stream time on StreamYard, so I'm waiting to get some more stream time. But whenever I do, you'll be the first guest I have back on the show. All right?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later, Sega. Peace out.
Yep.
Later, buddy. Well, that's good. That's good that Sega's doing all right. Now listen. I still think he's not fully over Resi. You can tell. I feel bad for the guy, you know? But I don't want to be a hypocrite. It took me a long time to get over my ex, you know? I tried to get her back for a full year, and it was a waste of my time. That's why I was like, Sega, it's okay. Just be Resi's friend or whatever you want to do. Just find a new babe. It's hard, though. I've been trying to find a new babe for quite a while. It's hard to find an actual nice girl with all the qualities that I want. It's hard these days. It's hard. So there it is. But I want Sega to be happy. I hope he'll find her. Hopefully I find her one day. Alright, let me catch up with the chat, and I will finish this review, and I think I'm going to call it a night, guys, because I still haven't had dinner, and it's fucking almost 1 o'clock. Shout out to all the fans for staying. Let's see here. Where did I leave? I left off. Yakov saying, I'm not sure why you would care what Resi thinks. That's what I was trying to tell him, Yakov. I was like, listen, you and Resi are not friends anymore. It's cool that you still want to be her friend, but, you know, like, who cares whether Yakov's doing that or not? Just move on, you know? Let's see. Sega, I was brought up to speed on the situation, and you deserve better. So there you go. You know, if she doesn't want to be with you, Sega, you got to move on. You got to move on. So there it is. Let's see. Vision says, well, Visions, you either said that you farted in your house or I farted. I think it's you, because I definitely did not fart while I was talking to Sega. So, as Lantern would say, damn! Pew! There it is. What's up, Mama Tate? Good to see you. Mama Tate. Yakov says human fart. Damn. It's very human to fart. That's true. I fart all the time. Hell yeah. Shout out to a good old fart. Good old fart. Oh, wow. Vision says, you know what, Kate? You probably queef up a storm. I wouldn't know. But apparently Vision's got the inside facts on Kate. Hell yeah, there it is. Kate says thunderstorm. Is it thunderstorming where you are, Kate? It definitely was pouring down the other day. It's not, thank God it's not pouring down today. Yesterday when I was doing a stream, it was fucking pouring down out there. It was insane. It was nuts. It was crazy. No thunderstorms today. Vision says, yep, Kate, you're cool. Kate is pretty cool. I agree. Kate says, Yakov says, fear stop staying booby. Why? I think the better question is why wouldn't I want to say booby? Yakov says, I'm getting aroused. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. Kate says, nice, full frontal booby. Yeah, he was talking about like a side booby. I was like, no. Then he was talking about virtual boobies. That doesn't count. A side booby, I'll give Sega that, because that woman in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation where she's swimming in the pool, she's hot as hell. So, Sega, I'll give you that one. But virtual boobies, that doesn't count. You need to see a real full frontal booby, or at least a side booby, you know? I'm just saying. All right. And then I accidentally said booby, and it made you guys laugh. I meant to say, I'll let you know, buddy, or whatever I was trying to say. And I said, I'll let you know, booby. I got boobies on the mind now. That's what I was trying to tell Sega. I'm like, you got me talking about boobies now. So now I need some boobies. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I'm glad you guys laughed. I actually got a little giggle out of it, too. So it was pretty funny. You boys get your mind out of the gutter. I know, Kate. I'm sorry. Vision gives a good old thumbs up. How about virtual Valerie boobies? Well, I never saw them. But, I mean, her boobies were pretty big. Visions, if memory serves me right. But I haven't heard from her in a long time. And then she was, like, hooking up with her fans and then cheating on her boyfriend. Which, her husband, which is, that's not cool. So, I don't know what the hell happened to her. But as much as I can remember, I never had a problem with virtual Valerie. She never did anything bad to me. But her boobies were kind of like, I don't know, like out to here. So, I never saw them. I did see the cleavage. So, not bad. But I wouldn't know. We're getting down to the wire on the coffee. That means we're almost done. Because whenever the coffee's done, Fears is done. You know? So, yeah, I wouldn't know. But, yeah. There it is. I know Sega used to date Virtual Valerie for a little bit. So, yeah. Oh, man. What's up, Larry? What's up, Mama Tate? Let's see here. Let's see. Booby store is open. Oh, wow. That's pretty funny, Yakov. I was talking about Resi. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, it's true. But I agree with you. Everybody does fart. So, yeah. Vision says, yep. So, there it is. Oh, yeah. I'm laughing, too, Kate and Visions. Because I didn't mean to say booby to Sega, you know. I mean, well, I did it first, but then I was like, I meant to say, I'll let you know, buddy. And then I said, I'll let you booby know, or whatever the fuck I said. I'm going to have to rewind it, because the minute I said it, I knew I'd fucked up. And I knew you guys were going to get a little giggle out of it. And I was like, fuck, Sega, now I got boobies on the brain, man. You know? So there it is. I thought it was funny. I'm glad that you guys thought it was funny, too. I didn't mean to. It was just kind of a funny happenstance. So there it is. All right. Let's get back to this. And then I'm calling it a night. And I'll do the rest of the topics tomorrow. But it's been a great stream, my friends. All right. So where did I leave off? Return of the Living Dead, 10 out of 10. Bert's my favorite character. The first favorite scene is Bert and Spider escape. Then Tarman eating Suicide's brains out. Good acting, great zombies. Lots of behind the scenes on this Blu-ray. At some point, I would love to get Return of the Living Dead in a steelbook. I haven't found one yet, but the minute I find a steelbook for Return of the Living Dead, that's happening. Because I would love to keep both. I'll keep the collector's edition, and I'll keep the steelbook. So yeah. So let's see. Great acting, great zombie, lots of bonus content. Probably before I watch an episode of Boba Fett, I'm gonna finish watching that Return of the Living Dead documentary, because I believe there's one on disc 1 and there's 2 on disc 2, I believe, if I'm reading this right. I mean, they have special features, but there's at least 2 documentaries. So yeah. So lots of bonus content and lots of blood, lots of gore, but not too much blood and gore. Just the right amount. Right amount of blood and gore. And that's all I got for you guys. That's all I got for today. So I'm going to rename this stream reviewing 3 movies. Oh wait, I didn't. I only got 2. I'm gonna review episode 2 tomorrow, my friends, because I'm getting tired. So I only really reviewed 2 movies. So I'm gonna retitle this "Reviewing 2 Movies and Hanging Out with the Fans." That's what I'm gonna rename it. All right, I'm taking off. There we are. Let me just put these movies right up here. There it is. All right. Whew. There it is. I'm taking off, but cheers to the fans. The coffee is all gone. There we are. So I'm taking off. But what a good stream. Got to hang out with Sega for a little while, catch up. I'm glad Sega's doing all right. Sega, I don't care when. You just let me know. Sega's always welcome at Casa de Fear, so that'll probably be the most legendary stream. Because I think out of the whole entire community, I've met the most people. I've met Tommy NC 2010 3 times, Larry once, but Larry said Larry told me that he's gonna come back and hang out again. I've met Chicken Wizard twice, Larry once, Tommy 3 times, Joey once, Dragon once. I think that's everybody. But many more hangouts, because me and Chicken Wizard are going to hang out again, and then one day Sega, one day Pixel, I'm going to hang out with them, and then obviously one day we got to hang out Visions. That'll be awesome. So, many more hangouts to go, my friends. Hell yeah. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Fears is... The only reason why it was such a late stream is I fell asleep a lot longer on the couch than I was expected. I woke up after I came back from all my errands, and after I edited for 2 hours, so the Blockbuster event is almost done. So that'll be the next big vlog that you guys can check out. That's coming. I got a highlight video of all the best highlights of the Florida Carnival coming on the main channel. I may just upload all the Blockbuster footage on the main channel. So that'll be the next big one. But anyway, if you guys have not seen my newest vlog, it's on Fear's vlog. It's the Central Florida Carnival Fair. Check it out. Let me know what you think. It's about 20 minutes long. I try to put out those long vlogs because you guys like the longer vlogs. Every once in a while, I'll put out like a 5 or a 10-minute vlog out, but normally I like to put out the longer ones because you guys enjoy those a lot more. So, hell yeah. But what a great stream. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. It seems like everybody did. Yakov, I hope you and Sega can mend the wounds, because everybody seems like it's been going good for the last 2 or 3 months. Knock on wood. Hopefully the peace in the Discord continues. The peace in the chat. Despite me having to block a stupid troll here and there, everything else has been going fantastic. So hopefully everything that is going good keeps going good. Things get even more better And I cannot wait to get more fan mail. So, like I said, send some letters. I'll unbox pretty much almost anything. Just don't send me bodily fluids. Don't send me body parts. But besides that, I don't mind not uploading. I don't mind unboxing anything. And I love reading your fan letters. Larry went nuts because it was a little bit of both. Larry sent me a fan letter, and Larry, I kept the fan letter and I put it in the binder. I appreciate everything that you sent me in the box. And Larry, you got a thank you card coming. I already put it in the mail. It's coming soon, my friend. So hell yeah. All right. Well, I'm taking off. But Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Big shout out to the Fears fans. You guys did a great job today, as always. Fears salutes you. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to moi. FearsMan26 is the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Subscribe to Larry motherfucking Tate 26. Larry Tate 26. Follow Chicken Wizard on YouTube. Follow The Yak Attack on YouTube. Follow Immortal, Tinder Immortal on YouTube. And Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later. Shunk!